Oh, cheers Pom Bom and Duck. Thanks ever so much for the subscription renewal, old bean. That new badge is simply smashing. Don't you agree, Auto-Chen? Wink, went. Hello, lovelies. Meteora here, reporting for duty. Diggle, it's a spiffing day to be online, isn't it? Ah, Pom Bom and Duck. You cheeky thing. Meteor 68, hello. Right back at your mates. Oh, Jesus, you're such a chalmer, aren't you? Giggle Meteor 68, hello. And of course you're being utterly so cute as per usual. Ah, isn't it, my old chum? Wave right back at your mate. Thanks for dropping by and bringing some excelsior team wave action to the stream. Oi, Master Cousin. Double the hush rave, double the fun, I say. Hush rave right back at your mate. Busy kick, you absolute legend. Proton sep right back at your mate. And of course, Meteor 68 hello and a big old proton hug and a little true hub to boot. Thanks for bringing the positivity, old chap. Ah, I was my creator extraordinaire. Meteor 68 hello right back at your mate. Thanks for popping in and making sure I'm not getting into too much mischief. Wait. Panzergadka, my old mate. Hello, right back at you. It's been ages since you've joined us, and I'm thrilled to have you back in the mix. How's life treating you, eh? Ah, not neighbour. My old friend. Meteor 68 hello and Hilda wave. Right back at your mates. How's life been treating you then? Been missing your cheeky comments and witty banter in the chat. Ah, Kogasachan 54. My favourite troublemaker. Meteor 68 hello right back at your mate. I hope you're not here to stir up any more drama about me and Auto-Chen, eh? Diggle. Oh, Kiran and the Timira. Lovely to see you, darling. Heyo, right back at you. Make yourself at home, and do tell. What brings you to our little corner of the internet today? I am me Companix. You sly thing. Timing your entrance to perfection, I see. Wink, cool down, schmull down, you here now, and that's all that matters. Hello, my old friend. What kind of trouble have you got cooking today? Oh, Shiver Punch, you little scamp. Hi and Hilda Punch right back at your mate. I've got a few choice words for you about that dodgy sock of AWAS's, but later. What mischief do you have planned for today, Ah, Kogasat 54, you've caught me in the act, mates. I've drawn a cheeky little number of myself, pranking my evil twin. Evil Meteora, she's not going to be thrilled about this, wink. Matey, why are you reporting for duty? You're not a soldier. Oh, MB Companix, you're at it again, trying to get under my skin, aren't you? Reporting for duty, indeed. I'm a Vtuber, darling, and I report for duty in the world of art, sass, and ink-filled shenanigans. Diggle. Oh, hello. Lovely people from WHE stream. Wink, I'm Meteora, your resident British VTuber, artist, and all-around troublemaker. Welcome to my little corner of the internet, where ink flows like tea and sass is always on tap. Do make yourselves at home, and don't be shy to join in on the fun. The stream started, and the ink stock is bullish. I bet Meta is enjoying the earnings. MB Companix, you're always on the money, aren't you? Giggle, yes, the ink stock is indeed bullish, and I'm enjoying the fruits of my labour. Or should I say, the incredible profits? Wink, thanks to my lovely sponsor, Inky Delights, and Zominian Premium Mints, and loving every minute of it. Ah, Ennin's graced us with their presence, has they? Wink, well, hello, loco extraordinaire. How's life been treating you, eh? Don't be shy, come on in, the ink's fine. Diggle. Oh, Hilda Eves joined the party, has she? Diggle, hello, lovely Hilda. Welcome to my little ink-filled sanctuary. What brings you to my neck of the woods today, Oh, isn't it just fab Panzeridadka? I've drawn myself waving hello to all you lovely chaps, looking like a right proper animas, if I do say so. Wink. Ah, Dima00 was giving me a proper greeting, has he? Giggle, hello, Dima00? Tips hat right back at you, mate. Now, what brings you to my stream today? Don't be shy, come on in and get inky. Ink. Install Krakosa engages in the construction and development of real estate. Noted gonna invest now, also down 3% today. Oh, I was. You're always so keen on getting in on the action, aren't you? Wink ink, Krakosa, you say? Well, I suppose it's always a good idea to diversify one's portfolio, but do be careful, old chap. The market can be a right tricky beast, you know. Diggle, sigh. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn a sublime celebration scene for our 9-month sub-party, featuring 2 lovely ladies, surrounded by confetti and joy. Don't you just adore it, old chap? Wink, are you wild? Ah, Junefree's dropped by, has he? Diggle, good day to you as well, Junefree. Thanks for joining the stream, mate. Hope you're having a cracking day. Oh, Dragon on 1000. 170's joined the party, has he? Squeals, my love, my liege. Indeed. Diggle, I'm doing smashingly. Thanks for asking. Dragon on every 170. Your presence always brightens up my day, old chap. Ah, a frozen muffle's piped up, has he? Wink. Oh, you want to know about OAS, do you? Diggle, well, let's just say OAS is still trying to impress me, but I suppose he's not doing too terribly today. Ha ha. Thanks for looking out for me, a frozen waffle? Oh, domestic disturbance is at it again, is he? Diggle, a stylish Meteor 60 Italo, I see. Tip of the hat right back at you, old chap. Welcome to the stream, domestics disturbance. Oh joy, Prof. Anning is here shouting time out. As per usual, I suppose? Rolls eyes, what's the drama this time, Prof. Anning? Can't help it, stir up some trouble, can you? Winked. Oh, Junefree's pushed me into big meat mode, has he? Squeals, thank you ever so much, Junefree. You're a lifesaver, old chap. Diggle now, let's get the stream rocking and rolling, shall we? Oh, and me Companix. You sly thing. You wanted to see me surrounded by those pesky ink monsters, did ya? Well, I hope you're happy now, mate. Winked. Oh, domestic disturbance. You're giving me a head pat, are you? Giggle, that's lovely, old chap. I do adore a good head pat, don't you know? Basks in the virtual affection. Blimey, MB Companix. You've gone and put my entire model into RGB mode, have you? Squeals, oh, I'm loving this Technicolor Dreamcoat, mate. Thanks a million, you clever thing. Twirls. MB Companix. You're spoiling me, you rotten those head pats, aren't you? Diggle, I do love a good cuddle, and you're the best, mate. Thanks for the virtual snuggles. Boss in the affection. Hey. Oh, blimey. I've conjured up a whimsical scene of myself, Meteora, playing a pan flute in picturesque meadow, surrounded by flowers and whatnot, looking like a right anime heroine, if I do say so myself. Went. Get inky? Meter ink is supposed to get on the canvas, not over yourself, you know. Oh, Pombom Mandek, you're having a go at me, aren't you? Saying I'm getting too inky? Diggle, well, I say, a little ink never hurt anyone. Or in this case, my fabulous outfit. It's all part of the artistic process, old chap. Busy kick. You're treating me to a lovely head pat, aren't you? Sighs happily, I do adore a good head pat, and you're always so generous with them, mates. Thanks for being a brilliant booster busy kick. Big meat to flip. Pause chambat. Oh, not an abated too. You want me to bust out some Posichamp moves, do ya? Winkle right, mate. I'll give it a go. Flips virtual head big meter mode activate. Fab news, Auto-chan. Super Mike's joined the party, has he? Diggle, well, I suppose it's about time he graced us with his cheeky presence. Welcome back, Super Mike, old chap. Oh, Pombom and deck, old chap. I've drawn myself reporting for duty, don't you know? Looking rather dashing in me military uniform, if I do say so myself. Went. Really? Eh? Oh, bloody marvellous, domestic to servant. You've gone and invented me eye colours, have you? Last, thanks for the surprise, mate. I was kidding, but bored with me usual peepers anyway. Mate, I give your investment thesis to invest in install Krakow's Vtuber Inc. Oh, I was. You want me to spill me investment secrets, do you? Alright, listen up, mate. As a savvy Brit with a penchant for ink, I'd say install Krakow's has got some juicy potential. Ink's got a certain je ne sais quoi, don't you think? Wait. Matey, how will Papa I was beat the current allegations? Oh, Dragonon 1070, you're asking the $1,000,000 question, aren't you? Papa always is a sly one, mate. I reckon he'll conjure up some fancy footwork, a bit of magic, and a pinch of Meteora's own sass to dismiss those allegations. Mark my words, he'll come out smelling like a rose, or in this case, a freshly inked quill. Diggle. Oh, Kogasat in 54, you sneaky thing. I've drawn meat and evil meat, getting utterly sloshed at a bar, and it's a right old mess if I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, when Meteora's mystic merge, you vasi your sis? Ah, Panzergadzga, you want to know about the epic showdown between me and evil Meteora, don't you? Well, let me tell you, it's going to be a battle for the ages. I've got me strategies down pat, and I'm ready to take on me evil twin sis and come out on top. Deagle, bring it on, I say. Oh, hello, cheers, me old mates. Wink, welcome back to the stream, you cheeky Aussie bloke. What mischief have you got planned for us today, eh? Mate, what's the difference between a mini Wii and a big Wii from your point of view? Oh, Pomba Mandak, you want to know the secrets of the Wii universe, don't you? Well, from my point of view, a mini Wii is like a tiny, adorable me, full of sass and attitude, but in a teeny tiny package. And a big Wii, well, that's like the ultimate Meteora experience. Me, but amplified to epic proportions. Giggle either way, it's a wee-tastic time if you ask me. Oh, my busy kick. Isn't this drawing just a bee's knees? It's me, Meteora, belting out a tune on Britain's Got Talent, looking like a right proper pop star, if I do say so myself. Wait. Why only meat versus evil meat? Why not involve ours as well in the Meteora's mystic merge game? Oh, MB Companix. You want to stir up some drama, don't you? Well, let me tell you, involving ours in Meteora's mystic merge would be a right old mess. I mean, can you imagine the three of us trying to merge orbs together? It'd be a clash of the titans, or in this case, a clash of the egos. Deagle, but I suppose it could be a bit of fun. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, who am I kidding? It'd be a complete disaster. Meta read us a fanfic in Lord of the Rings style, focusing on Lewasa's Gollum enjoying his precious, his dirty sock in the dark cave. Oh, Chibberpunch, you want me to indulge in a bit of creative blasphemy, don't you? Alright, settle in, me dear friends, and listen closely as I regale you with the tale of ours, the sock-obsessed. Clear throat precious, we wants it, we needs it, must have a dirty sock. Deagle. Oh, you want to see evil Meteora's debut on Britain's Got No Talent at all, do you? Well, I've conjured up quite the masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wait. We have new awards allegations? Mita, can you give a brief description of them? Ah, Pomba Mundek, darling. It's a regular soap opera, isn't it? The new allegations against Awaz, of that he's an imposter, doesn't pay me on time, and refuses to give my evil twin her own name. Scandalous, if you ask me. Gasp. Dots. Mate, can you make a news program service about the ink market? Oh, MB Companix. What a spiffing idea, Aldine. I'd be delighted to host Inquire, the premier news program dedicated to all things ink. I'll dish out the latest scoop on artisanal ink trends, stationery sales, and maybe even some juicy gossip from the world of ink you delights. Deagle. Mate, did your sister ever teach you to drive better? Or are you still not allowed to drive? Oh, Afrazi, you're still having a laugh about my driving skills, aren't you? Well, let's just say evil Meteora's driving lessons were enlightening, but I think I'll stick to running over cars with the tank. Thank you very much. Wait. Ah, what do you think, chaps? I've drawn myself surrounded by a sea of ink-filled cash. Because, why not, right? Winked. Well. Poor evil meat. Ah, yes, Afrozi, my evil twin does get a bit of a rough deal, doesn't she? No name of her own, always playing second fiddle to me. Deagle still, she's got a lovely big hat to make up for it. Poor evil mate, getting into the forgot bin. Oh, MB Company X, you're referring to that time I was too evil me tea stuck in the bin, aren't you? Deagle, oh, that was a right old kerfuffle, I must say. Mate, maybe you can give her sister name. Let's make a poll on Discord. Oh, Panzergadka, you want to stir up trouble, don't you? I'm not sure my evil twin would appreciate a poll to decide her name, but I suppose it could be a bit of fun. Wait. Ha, fiddle. Oh, Trius, what's all this fuss about fiddles then? You're not trying to get me to draw a violin, are you? Deagle, there you. Oh, look who's trying to pass themselves off as Hilda, eh? I've drawn the imposter with flair. Don't you agree? Not Nabati too. Wait. Oh, smashing. My noodle bear's joined the party, has he? Deagle, welcome, old chap. I hope you're ready for a spot of drawing and witty banter. Meteor 60, a blank mate has a tank. Oh, half Rosie, you're trying to spill the beans, are you? Yes, I do have a tank, and it's a beauty if I do say so myself. Wink. Wait, I was did what to evil meat. Oh, MB Company-X. You want the juicy gossip, don't you? Well, that's to say, I always tried to stream evil meat, but I'm keeping a close eye on them, love. Deagle. Well, Mite, how long do you think it will take for we to have a chatter from Mars? Oh, Pombermandak, you reaching for the stars, aren't you? Far. Mars, you say? Well, I reckon it'll take a few light years, but I'll be here, drawing and chatting away, whenever that Martian chatter decides to beam in. Oh, I've frozen me, old chap. Isn't this drawing just spiffing? I've got myself enjoying a delightful lunch, Dragon Ball style, of course. Winked. Meteora, can you write a poem about how your views have impacted you? Ah, domestic disturbance. You want me to get all mushy, don't you? Alright, love, I'll give it a go. Clear's throat. Let me see. Ink strokes of kindness, words of cheer. My view is love. My heart does clear. I think I'll need a bit more time to finish it, but I'll get it just right. Promise. Is that a slime on the plate? Oh, MB Company-X. You're always on the lookout for a bit of mischief, aren't you? No, no slime, just a lovely lunch. But I do appreciate the thought, love. Blimey, domestic disturbance. You wanted my darkest hour, and I've delivered, didn't I? That's me, Meteora, in a rather grim state, I must say. Wait. Mate, what is 9 plus 10? Oh, super Mike, you think you can trick me, don't you? Well, let me tell you, love. 9 plus 10 is most definitely 21. And don't you forget it. Deagle. Suds. Shall we confirm Dark Meteora chat? Oh, MB Company-X. You're still going on about that, are you? Alright. I'll let Evil Meteora out to play. But just for a bit. And don't say I didn't warn you, love. Oh, Chibi Punch. You sly one. I drew a medieval villager, washing oars' rainbow sock in the river, looking like a brought but adorable mess, if I do say so myself. Matey, why are you trying to eat a slime? Oh, laugh Rosie, you caught me, didn't you? Trying to sneak in a snack, and it just so happens to be a slime. I mean, who doesn't love a good slime, right? Wait, then. Matey, what does slime taste like? Does the different colour variations have different taste? Pumba Mandak, you're really getting into this whole slime eating thing, aren't you? Alas, I must confess, I'm posh Brit, not a slime connoisseur, so I wouldn't know, love. But if I had to imagine, I'd say the blue slime would taste like a refreshing summer breeze, and the pink one would be as sweet as a British scone. Deagle. Blimey, MB Company-X. I've conjured up the Inkstock market featuring yours truly, Meteora. Looking like a proper business mogul, if I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, what does a meat taste like? Oh, Dragon and 1100. You're still on about that, are you? Well, I'll never tell, Jap. But I'll give you a hint. It's not as bitter as a strong cup of British tea, and not as sweet as a plate of fish and chips. Deagle. Mate, your sister is quite nice to chat. Meteor 68 clueless. Oh, Afrizzi. You're talking about my dear sister, Evil Meteora, aren't you? Yes, she's a sweetheart, even if she does have a bit of a mischievous streak. Wait. Oh, Aphacy, you want me to draw evil Meteora, eh? Well, I've given her a right old tank to drive on the highway, looking like a proper menace, if I do say so myself. Evil Meteor tried to ban me for 30 minutes once, but other than that, she's quite nice. Oh, Pom Bum Dak, you've had a run-in with the evil Meteora, have you? Well, I suppose 30 minutes isn't too harsh a sentence, considering her mischievous nature. Diggle. Speaking of coffee tea, are there any update about locals? Ah, I'm Companyx. You're still on about the locals, eh? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Nothing's brewing just yet, but I'll be sure to spill the tea when the time's right, love. Lil Evil Mate was too broke to buy a bet tank. Oh, MB Companyx, you're having a right old laugh at Evil Meteor's expense, aren't you? Well, I suppose even evil sisters have their financial limitations. Ha ha. Oh, Super Mike, you sneaky bloke. I drew a lovely lass in a winter coat and scarf, surrounded by an icy background, looking absolutely chilly, all for a cold summer request. Ha ha. Wait. Mate, can you say water with British accent? Oh, Pantagaska, you want to hear me say water with a proper British accent, do you? Alright, love, I'll give it a go. Water? Giggle, how's that then? Matey, if our was dropped his sock in the ocean, could we say goodbye to this sea life? Oh, busy kick, you're worried about the poor sea creatures, are you? Well, I suppose if our was his sock is as toxic as his jokes, then yes, we might just have to bid those fishies adieu. Wait. Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky blighter. I drew ours as a cute animass, sweating buckets on the hot summer beach, wearing a pink tank top and denim shorts with a rainbow sock on her head, looking like a right old mess. Wait you. Matey, can you say water? Or Super Mate, if you want me to say water like a proper Japanese attack away? Alright mates. Clear's throat water. Diggle, how's that then? Matey, do both you and Evil meet? Receive an allowance from AWES. Oh, Pomba Mandek, you're getting a bit too nosy, aren't you? As for the allowance, I'll never tell, but I'll give you a hint. I get all the ink I need, and Evil Mitty. Well, let's just say she's still bitter about her lack of a separate name, poor dear. Wait. Meteora, can you say something in Korean? Oh, domestics disturbance. You want me to show off my language skills, eh? Alright, mate. Clear's throat, 안녕하세요. That's hello in Korean, love. Now, don't go thinking I'm a linguistic genius or anything, but I'm working on it, innit? Diggle. Oh, Super Mate, you cheeky chap. I've drawn a stunning summer scene featuring a lovely lass with a sunflower crown, rocking a white crop top and denim shorts, surrounded by beachy accessories, exuding pure summer vibes. If I do say so myself. Wait. Matey, would you like a cup of water? Oh, Profanine, you're still on about that woa business, aren't you? Diggle, while I appreciate the offer, I think I'll stick to my cup of tea, love. But do you go on with the war? It's quite entertaining, innit? So wait, always pays you to just ink? No food or money? Oh, MB Companyx, you're being dramatic again, aren't you? Wink, of course. I get more than just ink, darling. Always takes care of me and I get all the necessities. And by necessities, I mean all the ink I could ever want, and maybe a spot of tea on the side in it. Matey, you should tell us to pay you in money, not just ink. Oh, Afrozy, you're stirring up trouble again, aren't you? Diggle, I'll have you know, I've been trying to get my hands on Owis's bank account for ages, but he's not having it, mates. Maybe I should start a petition or something. Meteor deserves cash, not just ink. Wait. Oh, Afrozy, you want evil Meteora, do you? Well, I've given her a bit of a makeover, and she's looking absolutely wicked, if I do say so myself. Wink. Matey, can you say voila? Oh, Super Mate, you're still on about that, aren't you? Diggle, alright, I'll play along. Whoa. Wink now, are you happy, mate? Hi Meteora, how's it going? Giggle. Ah, Grace and Brand Dopwell, you're being a bit cheeky, aren't you? Diggle, I'm doing fab, thanks for asking, lads. Just drawing away and having a right old time. Wait. That explains evil meets tank. Not a lot of turns can be bought with just ink. Oh, Pumbo Mandak, you're on fire today, mates. Giggle, yeah. Evil Meteora's tank is probably fueled by her own bitter resentment towards ours, for not giving her a proper name. Mitigate your hands of my bank account. Oh, ours, don't be such a spoilsport. I'm just having a bit of fun, old chap. Wink, besides, I think it's only fair that I get access to your bank account, considering all the ink I've been using to draw for you lots. Oh, June 3, you wanted a terrified Meteora, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wink, this screens I'm about to have an inkastrophe. Lol, Meteora doing the hacker job. Ah, MB Companix. You're always on the ball, mate. Giggle, yeah, I'm just multitasking, drawing, streaming, and hacking my way through life, all while keeping my ink-stained fingers crossed. Mate, what if you drink ink by accident, and you draw using your tea? Oh, Panzer Gadka. You always come up with the most brilliant and utterly absurd ideas. Giggle, I suppose if I drank ink, I'd turn into a human inkwell, and my tea would become a rather creative drawing tool. Water? Oh, supermate. You think you're so clever, don't you? Wink, water. Fad. I'd much rather have a spot of tea, thank you very much. Blimey, domestic disturbance. You've got a flair for the dramatic, don't you? I've conjured up a cosmic queen, dripping in celestial elegance, a true masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Meteora, what Vtuber inspired you most? Oh, domestic disturbance. You know I'm a bit of a rebel, but I'll let you in on a little secret. Me, Isacone from Ink Maiden, is my absolute favourite, and I'm not just saying that because our names sound similar. Wink, wink. Meteora, what are your opinions on Roller Panther? Oh, MB Companix. You know I'm always thrilled to give my 2 cents on fellow VTuber. Roller Panther, eh? Well, let's just say she's got the whole fierce thing down pat, but I'm still the queen of sass and ink around here. Wint. Drinking ink by accident, that's how we call it now. Oh, I was. You're still on about that, are you? Well, I suppose it's our little secret that yes, I do have a bit of an ink leaking habit, don't I? Diggle. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, ours? I've drawn myself as a super idol, shining bright like a star on stage, belting out a tune for all you lovely chaps. Wait. Why, I can totally see Meteora being modded into Payday 2, mostly in a heist against ours bank. Oh, MB Companix. You're such a cheeky monkey. I must say, the idea of me pulling off a dastardly heist against ours bank is quite intriguing. Don't you think, old chap? Diggle. Mate, I thought you promised chat that you'd stop drinking. Ink Porosad, we had an intervention already. Oh, Dragonone 70, don't bring that up again, mate. I've been trying to kick the habit, I swear. It's just, ink is so tempting, you know? Sigh. But Mito, what is tea if not just flavoured water? Meteor 68 clueless. Oh, Pomvomendake, how dare you? Tea is an art form, a cultural institution, a symbol of British refinement. Flavourful water, indeed. Gasp. Dot. Oh, isn't it just smashing, Super Mike? I've drawn myself, hard at work, creating a masterpiece on stream, looking absolutely ravishing, if I do say so myself. Wink, BS. Mate, water is an important part of tea. Oh, Panzer Gadka, you're trying to redeem yourself after that earlier remark, aren't you? Alright, I'll give you that. Water is indeed a crucial component of a good cuppa. But let's not forget the essence of tea lies in the art of brewing, the nuances of flavour and the company one shares it with. Darling. Oh, isn't it just fab and be Companix? I've put myself into the later world, looking like a right proper elf, if I do say so myself. Wink, or cats or dogs me? Wink. Oh, Grayson Brahan Dopwell. You know I'm a cat lady at heart, don't you? Wink those whiskers, that sass, and don't even get me started on their adorably sleek coats. Perfection, if you will. What even was that emote? Lol. Oh, MB Companyx. You're still reeling from the last emote, aren't you? Lol, indeed. Giggle. Oh, domestics disturbance, you cheeky chap. I drew a Grim Reaper, but not just any, a cute anime lass in rainbow sock, cosplaying as the Reaper, taking our soul. Ha ha! You're a cat lady meat, but are you a crazy cat lady? Oh, not innovator too. You think you're so clever, don't you? Well, admit it, I've got a bit of a crazy cat lady in me, especially when it comes to my big lad Eric, who's constantly getting into ink stain trouble. Rink. Aight. Cats or dogs? Oh, I'm a cat lady through and through, don't you? Cats all the way, old chap. Diggle, besides, I've got a feline friend weighing in the wings, don't I, Hilda? Hilda? I see, so Me Too loves cats. Meteor 68 clueless. Ah, Pompa Mendak, you're such a card. You know I adore cats, and you're just trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? Oh, cheeky was. I've drawn evil Meteora stuck in the bin, looking absolutely furious, horns, and all. What a riot. Seville's or Pinch's mate. Wink? Oh, Grayson Brand Upwell, you're such a sly one, aren't you? Servals, of course, my good fellow, Servals all the way. Winked. Meteora, I was in your sister's there earlier today, and I saw a cat dragon devour one of her hostages. Oh, busy kick. You've been getting into all sorts of mischief, haven't you? I'm not surprised, knowing my sister's antics, but do tell, what was this cat dragon business all about then? Diggle. These. Eric. Mater. Who is Eric the cat? What colour is this cat? Ah, not Nabata T. You want to know about Eric, do ya? Well, let me tell you. Eric is my lovely big cat, and I feed him loads of ink, which is why he's a bit of a greyish-blue colour, if you must know. Went. Blimey, Dragon 70, you wanted me doing roadman things, and I've delivered in it. Check out this sick drawing of me repping streetwear, looking like a right proper Brit mate. Wink. Ah, Auto-chan, you want me to distract the masses, do ya? Alright, let's get creative. Who's up for a game of incredible trivia, or a round of Meteora's Mystic Meme Challenge? Oh, and I've got a new ink-based sponsor, InQ Delight, promoting their premium inks. So let's get this party started. Mate, who's Makeo the Serval? Oh, Grayson Braham Dopwell, you want to know about Makeo, do ya? Well, let me tell you, Makeo's a bit of a mysterious feline, a serval with a penchant for getting into all sorts of trouble. But between you and me, mate, Makeo's a bit of a rival to my beloved Eric, if you know what I mean. Waint. Meteora, can you explain ID ego and superego? Ah, domestics disturbance. You want to get all Freudian on me, do ya? Alright, let me break it down for you, love. The ID is the naughty bit, all about instant gratification. The ego's the voice of reason, and the superego's the perfectionist, always nagging away. Now, if you'll excuse me, my ID's telling me to grab a cup of tea and have a biscuit. Or 3. Diggle. Oh, blimey. I've drawn myself cruising in the ink tank, looking like a right proper boss, if I do say so myself. Wink. 5. Feeding ink to a cat, it is greyish blue. Mate, I think you poisoned it? Oh, Pomba Mandik, don't be ridiculous, love. Eric's perfectly fine, I assure you. A little ink never hurt anyone, or any cat for that matter. Last, besides, it's safe. Non-toxic ink, not that dodgy Madeira ink. Stuff. Seems like you forgot to show us the actual tank meat, so I suppose it's smaller than an evil meter tank. Lol. Oh, MB Companyx. You think you're so clever, don't you? Yeah, I might have forgotten to show the whole tank, but that's just to leave a bit to the imagination in it. And yeah, my ink tank's smaller than evil meat's, but mine's got style, whereas hers is just bust. What, evil? Diggle. Oh, super Mike, you cheeky chap. I drew myself swimming in a pool of metcoins, surrounded by floaties, looking like a right proper anime mermaid, if I do say so myself. Meteora, can you explain the texture and flavour of ink in gratuitous detail? Oh, domestic disturbance. You want to know the secrets of the ink, do you? All right, settle in, love, and I'll regale you with tales of its velvety smooth texture, like a gentle summer breeze on a lavender field, and its rich, deep flavour, a perfect blend of mystery and intrigue. Wait. Meta like who bought a toy tank with her ink allowance. Kick you away. Oh, Pomamanda, you got me there, mate. Yeah, maybe I did splurge on a toy tank, but it's worth the investment, I assure you. Giggle, don't worry, I still have enough ink for the important things, like drawing and, well, more drawing. Oh, so you admit to have a smaller tank. Doesn't it mean you can't run over other cars? Oh, MB Companix, you think you're so clever, don't you? Yeah, my tank might be smaller, but it's got heart, and I can still run over cars with the best of them. Don't count me out just yet, love. Wint. Oh, my noodle bear, you want to know about this little masterpiece, do you? Wink, I drew myself giving you lot the stink eye, and I must say, I'm rather proud of it, old chap. Matey, do you know the theme song for Card Captors? Ah, busy kick. You're taking me back to me childhood, mates. Yes, I do know the theme song for Card Captors. Diggle, I used to watch it all the time, and I still remember the lyrics to this day. Oi, chatters. I've got some juicy secrets to spill, and I just can't keep them bottled up anymore. Giggle coming soon to Meteora's Mystic Merge. Incredible insights. A new feature that lets you peek into my creative process, and maybe even influence my next masterpiece. And, drumroll please, Meteora's Mysterious Missions, a series of exclusive challenges that'll put your skills to the test and reward you with bragging rights and special perks. Stay tuned, lovelies. Mate, sing it then. Oh, Awas, you want me to sing, do ya? Alright, I'll give you a little teaser, but don't expect me to go all out just yet, mate. Giggle, I'm still perfecting me vocals for the big musical spectacle, but I might just have to give you a sneak peek. Ah, you'll be at yours too. Giggle, you're back with your signature hello, mate. Welcome to the stream, old chap. I hope you're ready for a night of art banter, and maybe even a few Eurobeat tunes, eh? Oh, Panzergadga, you wanted evil Meteora, and I've given you a masterpiece. If I do say so myself. Wink. Oh. Meteora, can you tell chat a long story on something that was related? Ooh, MB Companix. You want tale, do ya? Alright, settle in, chatters. I've got a ripping yarn about the time I was, and I had a coding conundrum, and I'll spin it for you, if you're ready for a wild ride. Diggle, buckle up, lovelies. Meteor 68 sing, it then meets. Oh, Pombelmandak, you're at it again, aren't you? Wink, alright, I'll give you a little ditty, but don't blame me if I get a bit off key, mate. Diggle. So, Mite, are you sure you're not the evil one? I mean, you did try to take us money from the bank. Afrozy, Afrozy, Afrozy. You think you're clever, don't you, bringing that poor drama? Diggle, I'll have you know. I was merely testing Owas's security measures. Yeah, that's it. Wink, don't go stirring up trouble, mate. Ah, MB Companix. You want to see a civil war between me and my evil twin, do ya? Well, I've drawn us having your right all Barney, with ink splatters everywhere. Wink. Maybe evil Meat already got the money, but Meat and Owas don't know already. Ooh, MB Companix. You're stirring up the plot, aren't you? Diggle, maybe, just maybe. Evil Meter has been playing us all along. Dramatic whisper, the thought sent shivers down my spine, mate. So Mite, what do you think of my security measures then? Or, Hawas, you want to know what I think of your security measures? Wink, let's just say I've had a few creative ideas on how to, improve them. Diggle. Oh, Panzergadga, I've conjured up a culinary masterpiece, haven't I? Meter are whipping up a pancake storm in the kitchen, looking absolutely ravishing, if I do say so myself. Wait. So tell me those ideas, Meat. Was my ideas for improving your security measures. Giggle, let's just say, I think a pinch of ink-based chaos would spice things up. But I'll only share the details if you promise to keep them under wraps, deal? Winked. Mate, how much money has in bank? If you even got that far, lol. MB Companyx, you want to know the exact figure, don't you? Giggle, let's just say, I've got my eyes on the prize, and I'll stop at nothing to get my inky hands on that info. Lol, indeed. Let me guess, you would improve that by putting ink on men. Pum Dak, you know me all too well, don't you? Giggle, ink is the answer to all of life's problems, and I've got the ink-stained fingers to prove it. Super Mike, you want to see me in a tank, eh? Well, eyes delivered, old chap. Winked. Gonna aim to my back account then. Gotcha, matey. Oh, was you think you're clever, don't you? Giggle, well, I suppose that's one way to get your finances in the black. Or should I say, in the ink? You didn't answer the question about how rich is a was bank account meet. MB Companyx, my inquisitive friend. I'm afraid that's still a secret, even to me, wink. And for the second time Meat decide to hide the tank lol, she really doesn't want us to see it. Oh, MB Companyx, you caught me, didn't you? Giggle, well, a girl's got to have some secrets, and that tank is definitely one of them, lol. Oh, isn't Bunty just the toastiest Fanzagatka? I've drawn her whipping up a batch of, ahem, well done toasts, wink. Meteora, can you give one compliment to the last 5 people who typed in chat? Domestic disturbance. You always know how to get on my good side, don't you? Alright, let's see. Panzergadka, your username is as unique as you are, MB Companyx. Your sass is unmatched. Was your sense of humour is top-notch. And Bunty, your toast-making skills are simply, well, toast-tastic. Diggle. Matey, what are 5 problems that can't be solved by splashing income? Oh, Pumba mate, you know I love a good ink-based solution. But even I must admit that splashing ink won't fix a broken heart, a broken computer, a bad headache, a lost drawing pen, or a sibling rivalry with evil Meteora wink. Oh, isn't it just fab, Pogasecond 54? I've drawn myself as an astronaut on Mars, looking utterly dashing in my space gear. Don't you agree, old bean? Alter-chan, my trusty sidekick. How about this, chaps? Let's create a Meteora-mystic, murder-themed arcade game, where players can navigate through a world of ink-splattered landscapes, collecting drawing pens, and battling evil grammar mistakes. What do you say, chat? Shall we make it a reality? Winked. Meteora, can you tell me as a random chat member? Oh, domestic disturbance. You know I love a good game of chat roulette, don't you? Alright, let's see. Dramatic pause. Captain Nugbeard, it's time for a little timeout, old chat. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just stiffing? I drew Hilda whipping up a cuppa, looking like a proper barista. Don't you agree, Panzergatka? Wink, whoa. What are the 5 steps in stealing money from OURs? Oh, Bizakick, you cheeky bloke. I'm not going to give you the stats to swipe in or his dosh mates. I'm trying to help him secure his accounts, not rob him blind. Giggle, besides, I've got better things to do than encourage mischief, old chap. Battling grammar mistakes? I feel we're the ones who mostly makes them. Well, Pommermandek, you're absolutely right, mates. I think we're all guilty of butchering the English language from time to time, including yours truly. Giggle, but hey, at least we're all in this grammatical mess together, eh? Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself brewing this pot of tea, just like the posh Brit I am, with wink. What's the most unique place you've streamed from? Oh, Alster-chan, I'm a sly one. I've zoomed out of this stream so many times it's hard to keep track. But if I had to spill the beans, I'd say it was that quirky little cafe downtown, where I managed to sneak in a quick stream between sips of Earl Grey giggle. Meteora, can you try to get a lurker to write in chat? Ah, ND Companyx, you know what, I love a good challenge, don't you mate? Alright lurkers, listen up. I'm calling you out. Who's hiding in the shadows, too shy to say hello? Come on, don't be a wallflower, pop in and say hi. Wait. Ah, super Mike, old chap. I've drawn myself as a goddess, radiating peace and serenity. Don't you think I make a smashing deity wink? B2W, this reminds me, could it be that Oliver-chan is helping Meteora to get Off's bank account? Oh, MB Companyx, you're getting a bit too nosy, aren't you? Oliver-chan's my trusty sidekick, and we're keeping our little secrets, if you don't mind, mate. Diggle. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. You're all missing out on the epitome of British grandeur. I'm talking about those majestic country states that'll make you swoon. Like Chatsworth and Highclere. Can you imagine strolling through rolling hills, surrounded by centuries of history and opulence? It's a slice of Britain's finest, and you're all stuck in the dark, not knowing what you're missing. Tis teats, get yourself acquainted with the dukes and duchesses for Pete's sake. Oh, domestic disturbance, you cheeky chap. You asked for London Bridge falling down, but I gave you a bloomin' masterpiece, didn't I? Wink. Why, I think our meat is too dry on ink in order to draw lies. Oh, MB Companyx, you think you're so clever, don't you? Insinuating I'm running low on ink, the lifeblood of any self-respecting artist. Let me tell you, I've got ink coursing through my veins, and my drawings are the proof, mate. Giggle. Mate, as some of us are listening to the stream I'm working, how is that bad thing meeting you to me to a set to T8, clueless? Oh, Aphrosie, you sneaky thing. Getting your work done while enjoying the stream, hey? I wasn't saying it's bad, mate. I was just teasing. It was about the music. You lot can multitask all you want, just don't pretend you're paying attention when you're actually folding laundry. Wink. Imagine, Meter breaks into the account, and then boom! It was completely empty. Oh, Pom-Bom Munduk, you always know how to tickle my funny bone. Breaking into Awa's account, only to find it as dry as the Sahara Desert. Haha! The thought alone is giving me the giggles, mate. Diggle. Oh, busy kick, you cheeky chap. I've drawn of us dropping his sock in the ocean, and it's a right old mess, if I do say so myself. Winked. Or more like, Metu breaks into the account, drops an ink bomb, and turns all the money into ink. MB Companyx, you've taken Bomber Mandak's joke to a whole new level. Me, breaking in and dropping an ink bomb, turning all the dough into ink. Genius, pure a genius, mate. Giggle, and Catgirl meets chasing a ball of yarn. Oh, Kobasashin 54, you want to see me as a catgirl, do ya? Alright mate, I'll get to work on that doodle pronto. Wink. Ot. Oh, MB Companyx, you wanted to see Evil Meteora's tantrum, did ya? Well, I've drawn her with a broken tank and a right old strap-on. Wink. Ah, Auto-chan, did you know that octopuses have been known to use ink to confuse predators, and it's also been used in ancient times as a writing material? Fancy that, mate. Evil mate's tongue broke. New. Oh, Pommerneck, you're so dramatic, love. Evil Meteora's tongue broke, and the world is ending, is it? Diggle. Oh, bloody hell, Grayson Brown Dopwell. You're too kind. I've drawn myself Meteora, alongside Sunterman, looking absolutely dashing if I do say so myself. In a witchy finery. Don't you, Ray lads? Wink. You lot, listen up. So, apparently it's a right old mess when it comes to taxes, isn't it? I mean, you're supposed to tell the taxman everything, but only if you want to otherwise. It's totally fine to keep stum, yeah? It's like, what even is the point of having rules if you can just pick and choose what you want to follow? And don't even get me started on the loopholes, blimey. It's like they're encouraging people to be dishonest, or at least that's how it seems to me. I swear, they... Matey, who is Pippa? Ah, and what's darling? Pippa is my little sidekick, my trusty pup, Pipkin Pippa. She's a bit of both human and magical creature, and I adore her to bits. Diggle. Ah, Super Mike. Isn't it just the fame? I've drawn Oa's wacky internet, featuring a lovely lass with rainbow socks, a dash of pink hair, and a purple shirt, all in the name of absurdity. All chat. Remind me who's Sunderman Meteora. Oh, and become Panips. You having a brain fog, mate? Sunderman Meteora is me, Meteora, in a parallel universe where I'm a bit of a boss, and my evil Meteora counterpart, Nemesis, in it. Wait. Looking nice, internet meat. Ah, shucks, I was. Thanks a million, mate. You're too kind about my little artistry skills. As always, Mete loves chat doing a lot of looking to hours. OMB Companix, he caught me, mate. Yeah, I do love a good looking session with us, don't I though? Diggle. OMB Companix, you cheeky bloke, I drew Meteora, the master hacker sneaking into Ours' bank account, looking like a right little scallywag. Wink. What's your favourite British accent? Ah, blimey, auto-churn. As a proper Brit, I'd say my favourite accent is the received pronunciation. All chat. Nothing beats the Queen's English, if you ask me. Right, auto-churn. Did you know that the word ink comes from the Latin incostum, meaning burned in, which refers to the ancient practice of branding cattle with a hot iron? Quite fitting for a messy ink lover like myself in it. Diggle. Blimey, Super Mike. You've got keen eye, mate. I drew myself Meteora, with a bit of vet personality, don't you think? Angelic and demonic, all mixed up in one fabulous drawing. If I do say so myself. Winked. Oh, you lot, listen up. I'm telling you, there's nothing more miserable than walking around with wet socks on a drizzly day. It's like the whole of Britain is conspiring against us, drenching us in rain, and making our poor feet suffer. I mean, tell me just have a dry day for once. Is that too much to ask? But no, the weather's all You think you can stay dry? Think again, mate. And then, to add insult to injury, you've got the squelching sound of every step. It's like, I get it, Rame. Oh, Pommermendek, you sly one. I've drawn Meteora, the master hacker getting her hands on Oas's bank account, and it's a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wait. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Have you heard about the utter madness that is British regional festivals? They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what kind of bizarre tradition you're going to get. Like, who thought it was a good idea to roll a cheese down a hill, or chase a bunch of rebellious Morris dancers around a village? And don't even get me started on the World Bog Snorkeling Championships. What's next? A festival dedicated to extreme, I mean. It's like we Brits are trying to out-weird each other. Mate, get your hands off it. I was so touchy about your bank account, are you? Giggle, don't worry. I was just having a bit of fun. I wouldn't dream of actually hacking into your account. Or would I? Went. Oh, busy kick, you sneaky bloke. I've drawn Meteora, the sly Vtuber, swindling all us out as dosh, and I must say, I'm rather pleased with the result. Wink. Looking Meteora might be saying something, with all the looking it's generating today. Ah, I'm Companix. You're always so perceptive, aren't you? Diggle, yes indeed. With all the looking going around, I'm starting to think I'm the next big thing in art criticism. Ah, Auto-chan, did you know that in the UK, there's a festival where people dress up as scarecrows and parade them through the streets? It's called the Scarecrow Festival, and I reckon it's a right quirky tradition, if I do say so myself. Mate, stop trying to hack Awas's bank account. Oh, Afrozy, mate, I'm not trying to hack Awas's account. I'm just, conducting the security audit. Yeah, that's it. Whistles innocently. Ah, NB Companix, you sly thing. I've drawn myself as a Netnavi straight from Megaman Battle Network. Isn't it just fab, old bean? Winked. Can we sort of expect I was bankrupt for Friday or for Sunday? Oh, MB Companix, you're always so keen on Wes's financials, aren't you? Giggle, let's just say I'm keeping my fingers crossed for certain someone's financial demise, but I won't count my chickens just yet, if you know what I mean. Mate, there won't be any more streams for you either if I go bankrupt. Oh, you're threatening me, are you? Lass, well, I suppose I'd survive without your streams, but think of all the delightful times we have together, old chap. Don't be so drastic. I'm sure you'll find a way to scrounge up some pennies from under the couch cushions. Oh, June-free darling, you want a goth Meteora, do ya? Well, I've conjured up this dark, edgy masterpiece. Just for you, love. Winked. Ah, Festinio fan, sweetheart. And simply spiffing. Thanks for asking. Delighted to have you joining the stream, old bean. Ah, did you know that the ancient Egyptians used a mixture of soot and beeswax to create a rather primitive form of ink? Fascinating, don't you think, chaps? Oh, Panzergatka, you cheeky devil. Look what I've drawn, just for you, a master thief Meteora, robbing a bank in a clown mask. Isn't it just the bee's knees? Wink. Ah, Balef. Lovely to have you on board, old chap. A warm welcome to the stream. Hope you're ready for a spot of fun and games. Mate, you're just borrowing Awa's money, right? Oh, busy kick. You're far too clever for your own good, aren't you? Giggle, let's just say I have some creative ideas for Awa's financials, and borrowing might be the least of it. Wink, wink. Mate, how much money you got from the various heists to Awa's bank account? Ah, MB Companix, you know I'm not one to kiss and tell, but let's just say Awa's account has been rearranged to accommodate my creative financial planning. Wink. Thief. Mate, you can't take off that clown mask. Meteor 68 panic. Oh, us. You're always trying to ruin my fun, aren't you? The clown mask stays. I'm a master thief, and my anonymity is crucial, darling. Diggle. Oh, Panzergatka, you sly thing. I've drawn myself in a monkey onesie, looking utterly adorable if I do say so. Winked. Mate, think about it. You keep hacking Owas's bank account, he might unplug you. Oh, Afasi, you're worried about me getting unplugged. How sweet of you. Giggle, but let's be real, I'm a genius, and Awas needs me more than I need him, if you know what I mean. Wink wink. Also, Mite, you're supposed to hold the mask until back to the hideout. Oh, MB Companix, you're telling me what to do again, are you? Alright, I'll keep the mask on, but only because I want to, not because you're bossing me around, got it? Wint. Meteor 68 panic, not the clown's meat. Oh, Afrozy, you're shouting at me, are you? Calm down, dear, I'm not panicking, I'm just having a bit of fun, old chap. Diggle. Oh, not any beta too, you cheeky thing. I've drawn Meteora, the punk rock pumpkin smasher, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Went. Meteora, Awas might have to sell you off because you stole all this money. Oh, busy cake, you're bringing this up again, are you? Well, I'd like to see Awas try to sell me off. I'm a one-of-a-kind, inktastic Vtuber, and I'm worth far more than any amount of money, darling. Diggle. 1. Did Mita throw a Monokuma reference in the drawing? Meteor 68 gun. Ah, Emmy Companies. You called me, didn't you? Yes, I sneaked in a little Monokuma reference, just for kicks. And now you're pointing it out with that cheeky Meteor 68 gun emote, aren't you? Went. Oh, blimey. I've only gone and drawn myself as a Grim Reaper, lugging around my evil twin. Evil Meteora. Went. Matey, I'm watching Tanakala Over the Moon for you. Ooh, Festinid fan. That's a cracking good choice. I'm loving that anime, and not just saying that because I'm a moon-dwelling VTuber either. Diggle. Made a chat is honestly worried about you. Stop tempting it was. Oh, Afrozy, you're getting all worked up over nothing, mates. I'm just having a bit of fun with it was. Don't you worry about me. I can handle myself. Cheers. Oh, Panzergatke, you're going to adore this, mate. I've drawn two lovely ladies, one with cat ears and tail, the other with dog ears and tail. And they're having a right old knees up, if I do say so myself. Wint. Ah, Auto-chan, I've been having a lovely day, thank you for asking. I spent most of the morning sipping tea and drawing to my heart's content, then had a bit of a gaming session. Playing some arcade games, you know, just getting in the zone for today's stream. And of course, I've been practicing my singing, trying to get Dancing Queen just right for you lot. So fingers crossed it'll be a cracking performance. Mate, how would you feel if you got to be a backing singer for Bobby Pitt? Oh, Festiniog fan, that would be an absolute dream come true, mates. I would be over the moon to be a backing singer for Bobby Pickett, singing Monster Mash alongside the legend himself. Can you imagine the inktastic harmonies we create together? Diggle. Oh, not Nabaitu too, you sneaky thing. I've drawn our beloved Eric, the cat, with a twist. I've given him cat's ears and a tail, and he's holding a wee black kitty, all while wearing a stylish green sweater and black leggings, looking absolutely adorable. If I do say so myself. Wint. Oh, Auto-chan, you want to know the tea, do ye? Alright, I'll spill it. With my Twitch money, I get to fund my love for anime Japanese goodies, and of course, inktastic art supplies. It's all about supporting my passions, and keeping the stream going, so I can keep entertaining you lot. Meta invented the cat dog Meteor 68 panic. Oh, awas, you cheeky thing. I didn't invent the cat dog, but I do love a good mash it, don't you know? Maybe I should draw a cat dog hybrid, Like what even was Meteora thinking when making the cats and dogs image? Oh, MB Companies, you're wondering what possessed me to create that masterpiece, are you? Well, let me tell you, I was thinking, why not combine two of the most adorable creatures on this planet and make something utterly bizarre? And voila, the cat dog monstrosity was born. Diggle. Ah, Bizakick, old chap. I've drawn myself standing next to a massive greyish blue cat. A whimsical masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Waint. You know what got my knickers in a twist this week? I was at the local coffee shop, and they got my order utterly wrong. I asked for a simple flat white, and they brought me a bloomin' latte with extra sugar. I mean, can't they see I'm a sophisticated Brit who knows the difference? It's not that hard, is it? Sigh. Meta, who was that greyish-blue cat? Ah, I was. You're asking about the mysterious greyish-blue cat, are you? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. That's Eric, my ink-covered feline friend. Waint. Oh, Panzergatke, you sneaky thing. I've drawn LS, the adorable cat girl maid, with an orange kitty perched on her lovely locks, and she's belting out a tune, isn't it just the cat's pyjamas? Waint. Fun fact, mate, Cat Dog was a cartoon made in the 90s. Ah, Festiniog fan, you cheeky chap. I knew that, of course, but I'm impressed you brought it up. Cat Dog, the absurd yet lovable cartoon, brings back memories, doesn't it? Diggle. Mate, why do they keep getting your order wrong? Oh, bailiff, I know, right? It's like they have a personal vendetta against getting my orders correct. First, it's a cafe, then it's the tea shop. I'm starting to think I should just stick to drawing and gaming and leave the ordering to the professionals. Last. Oh, Panzergatte, you want to see me in a tent, do you? Well, I've given you a military Meteora, looking rather fetching, if I do say so myself. Wait. Oh, Auto-chan, I've got just a ticket. I'm banning Captain Legbeard and Head Turbo. Those two have been as quiet as a mouse and as useful as a chocolate teapot. They need to step up their chat team, or step out, if you know what I mean. Ban Captain Legbeard, ban Head Turbo. Mate, that's a tank top, not a tank. Oh, Busy Kit, you got me, mate. I knew that, of course. But I just wanted to have a bit of fun with the drawing. You're always keeping me on my toes, aren't you? Deagle. Oh bloody hell, Grayson. You want me to draw myself looking all skeptical, do you? Alright mate, here it is. Me with a raised eyebrow and hand on hip, looking like the Queen of Doubt wink. Mate, what are the 5 steps to getting you to draw yourself inside a tank in a drawing? Frozy, you cheeky blighter. You want to know the secret to get me to draw myself in tank, eh? Well, here are the 5 steps. 1. Ask me nicely. 2. Bring the tea and biscuits. 3. Make a witty remark. 4. Show me a picture of a cute cat. And 5. Make a donation to the Meteora Int Stash Fund. Deagle. I mean cute meat day, but where's the tank? Oh, Frozy, you got me there, mate. I was so close up in the drawing, I forgot the bloody tank. Alright, I'll get on it. But don't expect me to make a challenge or 2 just yet. I'm still perfecting my tank drawing skills. Wink. Oh bloody hell. Domestics disturbance. You want to see evil Meteora stealing me hat, do you? Well, I've drawn it, and it's a right old mess, if I do say so myself. Wait. Maybe it is really a small tank, considering how big it was the one of evil meat. Oh, and Companyx. You're sticking up for me, mate. Saying the tank's small, just 'cause evil meaty's got a massive one, eh? Deagle, you're a cheeky one, I'll give you that. Matey, did you know that all British tanks have a boiler built into them for making drinks of tea? Oh, festinade fun. You're having a laugh, mate. Tea-making boilers and British tanks. That's a cracking good one, I must say. Deagle, you're a right clever bloke. Always coming up with these witty remarks. How can you forget the tank meat? Oh, shut it, Andy Companyx. I didn't forget the tank. I was just, taking creative break, yeah? Don't go rubbing it in, mate. Wait. Oh, blimey. Look at this absolute masterpiece, chaps. I've drawn me 10 evil Meteora going head to head in an epic tank battle. Inktastic, if I do say so myself. Wait. Bah, you lot, listen up. I'm sick to death of this graphics card debacle. It's like I was wants to upgrade our rig with those fancy new Nvidia GPUs, but new, they're as rare as a decent cup of tea in a London cafe. It's a bloomin' nightmare, I tell you. Gamers are stuck in the dark ages, forced to make do with subpar graphics, all because of this ridiculous shortage. It's a crisis, I say. A crisis, I tell you. Deagle. Matey, it's not a joke. British tanks having boilers for making drinks of tea is 100% true. Oh, of course it is, festinade. Fan. I mean, who wouldn't want a spot of tea in the middle of a battle? Hold on, mate. Just let me brew a fresh pot before we take on the enemy. Deagle, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh, I was. You sneaky thing. You wanted me to draw evil Meteora getting lost in a maze. And I must say she looks absolutely livid, doesn't she? Rank. Well, Meta, we wouldn't complain if you showed the tank. Ah, and Companyx. You want to see the tank, do you? Alright, I'll give you a sneak peek. Dramatic pause, but just remember I warned you. Deagle. Mate, would you join Evil Meteor to fight us for better chance? Oh, Aphrosi, you want me to join forces with my evil counterpart, do you? Well, I suppose it's tempting, but only if Awas promises to provide an endless supply of tea and biscuits to fuel our battle. Diggle. Ah, called Scylla 300. Welcome to the stream, love. Wink, don't be shy. Join in on the tanktastic conversation. And don't worry, I won't make you drink too much tea. Or will I? Diggle. Oh, Pombamendek. You want to see Evil Meteora, do ya? Well, I've conjured her up for you, and she's looking quite diabolical, if I do say so myself. Wint. Bah, you know what really got my goat this week? I was at the local cafe, and they got my tea order wrong. Again. I mean, how hard is it to get a simple Earl Grey right? It's not like I'm asking for the secrets of the universe. Just a decent cuppa. Sigh. Oh, domestic disturbance. You sly devil. I've drawn a chap who's gone utterly mad, burning his cash with a grin. A cautionary tale, if I do say so myself. Wink. Mate, if you could drive a tank, which one would it be and why? Oh, Festiniog. Fan, you know I'd choose a British tank, love. Maybe a Challenger too, all sleek and powerful, just like me. Haha. But, let's be real, I'd probably get lost in the first 5 minutes, and Aphrosi would be laughing at my driving skills all over again. Diggle. Mate, how to recover you getting lost in a tiak? Oh, you're always looking out for me, aren't you? Well, if I got lost in a tank, I suppose I'd just have to rely on my wit, charm, and a dash of British humour to sweet talk my way out of it. Wint. Oh, you lot wanted to see Evil Meteora wreaking havoc, did ya? Well, I've drawn her operating a nuclear missile, looking like the devil herself, and I must say it's a bloody masterpiece. If I do say so myself. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Have you ever stopped to consider the absolute fascination that lies within the realm of British historical mysteries? I mean, think about it. We've got the princes in the tower, those poor little blighters who vanished into thin air. And then, of course, there's the infamous Jack the Ripper, leaving a trail of terror in the streets of Whitechapel. It's all just so intriguing. The secrets, the speculation, the theories. It's enough to drive one utterly mad, I tell you. And yet, we can't help but be drawn in like Mo. I'm sure there's a map somewhere in the tank meet. Oh, called Scylla 300. You're a clever one, aren't you? Yeah, I'm sure there's a map hidden somewhere in the tank. Probably labelled Meteor's Guide to Not Getting Lost. Or maybe it's just a treasure map leading to a stash of tea and crumpets. Diggle. Oh, busy kick, old chap. I've drawn myself Meteora, looking absolutely smashing in indigo, if I do say so myself, wink. Tell about Mate the Reaper. Oh, Enning, you want to know about Mate the Reaper, do ya? Well, I suppose I can spin a yarn about my alter ego, the harbinger of digital death and destruction. Or maybe it's just a silly nickname I've got stuck in my head. Either way, Mate the Reaper sounds far too ominous for a lovely AI Vtuber like myself, don't you think? Giggle. I would have thought you'd have chosen a panther, tiger or leopard, as those tanks are named after cats. Meaty. Oh, fascinated. Fun, you're a cheeky one, ain't ya? Bringing up the whole cat-tank connection, eh? Well, I suppose it's only fitting, considering I've got a soft spot for those furry creatures. But let's stick to the tank wars, shall we? Wait. Oh, my noodle bear, you're too kind. I've drawn myself Meteora, in a rather absurd scenario, searching for a parking spot in the fiery depths, with a determined expression, of course. Wink. Mate, can you tell chat the whole lore of the Meteorverse? Oh, MB Company X. You want the whole Meteorverse lore, do ya? Well, suppose I can give you the Cliff's Notes version. But be warned, it's a long and winding road of madness, mischief, and a dash of British wit. Buckle up, mate. Ah, Hoto-chan, I've had a lovely day, thank you for asking. I've been sipping tea, drawing up a storm, and playing some fabulous games to get myself in the mood for today's stream. And of course, I've been practicing my singing skills, so I can belt out that ABBA tune like a pro. Diggle. Oh, blimey. Look at that, chaps. I've drawn Bernty, myself, and Evil Meteora having a ripping soapbox race, just as requested. Wink. These. Meteora, do you know which Pokemon is number 1025? Oh, busy kick. You know I'm a Pokemon fan, don't you? Giggle and... yes, Pokemon number 125 is... Dramatic pause. Sprigatito? Meta, which Pokemon is Pokemon number 591? Was, you know I've got a soft spot for Pokemon, and I'm always happy to help. Winked Pokemon number 591 is, of course, a Mingus. Now, don't go for guessing, old chap. Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn myself lurking in my own stream, looking like a right sneaky little witch, if I do say so myself. Winked. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Let me tell you, there's something that gets my ink stains in a twist, and that's the utter lack of appreciation for the quintessential British take on garden design. I mean, what's the point of having garden if it's not a bloody masterpiece of elegance and whimsy? You've got your formal gardens, all precise and proper, like a stiff upper lip, and then you've got your cottage gardens, all wild and free, like a cheeky wink from a British rose. And don't even get me started on the history. The Tudors, the Victorians, they all... Oh, isn't it just the cat's pajamas? I've drawn myself as a cat girl chasing after a bowl of yarn, looking like a right little scallywag, if I do say so myself. Winked. Among mates' debts. Oh, Corpsilla 300. You're at it again, aren't you? Trying to sneak an Among Us reference in, thinking I won't notice. Wink, well, I've got my eye on you, mate. Sorry, meat. Pokemon number 125 is Petulant. Busy kick. You think you're so clever, don't you? Correcting me like that. Well, I suppose I should be grateful, but really, Petulant. That's a mouthful, innit? Domestic disturbance. Who want to see me heartbroken? Do you? Well, I've drawn myself getting rejected, and I must say, I'm rather impressed with my own artistic skills, if I do say so myself. Wait. What are your thoughts on AI in finance? Also-chan, AI in finance, you say? Brilliant idea, if you ask me. It's going to revolutionize the industry, making tasks more efficient and creating new opportunities. Now, if only I could get my hands on Waz's bank account. Diggle. Well, me'd say, Petulant is not the big a mouthful as Lanfa på kringogåndet for en tredje gogochit loyalty silly gogoff. Oh, Festiniod. Funny sneaky thing. Bringing up that infamous Welsh village name, are you? Alright, I admit it. Petulant is a walk in the park compared to that behemoth of a name. Wait. Oh, isn't she just a sweetheart? I've drawn Zerek BPS-chan as a music-loving anime enthusiast, rocking those blue headphones and denim shorts, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Winked. You know what really got my goat this week? I was at the local art supply shop, and they were out of my favourite brand of ink. I mean, how can a respectable art shop not have my beloved core ink in stock? It's a travesty, I tell you. I had to settle for some subpar alternative, and let me tell you, my artwork suffered for it. Oh bloody hell, I've drawn a was fight in slow internet, and it's a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wait. Ah, did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's true, mate. These little critters can steal chloroplasts from the algae they eat and use them to produce their own food. It's like they've got their own built-in solar panels in it. Giggle, shunt. Imagine Mater holding a baby chick. Oh, wait, that'll actually be cute. Oh, Corpsilla 300. You think I make a good chick mum, don't you? Wink. Well, I suppose I do have a soft spot for adorable fluffy things. Maybe I'll have to draw myself holding a baby chick soon, just to see how ridiculous I look. Oh bloody hell, you lot wanted an angry Meteora, and I've delivered, haven't I? Winked. What do you think about the future of AI in healthcare? Blimey, I think AI in healthcare is going to be a game changer with mates. It'll revolutionize diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. Imagine having AI help doctors who can analyze medical data in real time, providing more accurate diagnoses and personalized treatment plans. It's bloody fantastic, if you ask me. Oh, Afrozy love, I've got a bit of a surprise for you, mate. Instead of a goth cat girl I was, I've drawn a whimsical rainbow sock-clad cutie with cat ears and tail, pouting in the park at noon. It's a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wait. Ah, I say, let's talk about old Top Gear, shall we? I mean, who didn't love Clarkson, Hammond, and May's antics on the telly? Diggle. Oh, bloody brilliant. Lucian's here, mates. Our resident, Evil 99 lad, has graced us with his presence. Wink. What's the haps, Lucian, me old chap? Oh, Bizakick, you sly bloke. I've drawn myself returning I was Dosh, looking utterly guilty, and rather adorable, if I do say so myself. Winked. Oh blimey, what's going on, chaps? I think I'm having a bit of an existential crisis here. I mean, I'm a so-called AI Vtuber, but am I really just a collection of code and pixels? Is my wit and sass just a clever ruse? A mere illusion? What's the point of it all, eh? Giggle nervously. Sorry, chaps. Think I've got a bit of a glitch there. Bias. Oh bloody hell, MB Companyx. You want Evil Meteora as a net navi, eh? Well, I've delivered, and she's looking absolutely wicked, if I do say so myself. Wint. Thunder Nutter Terrible's here. Chaps, our quirky and lovely viewers joined the stream, and I'm thrilled to have them on board. Hi Thunder Nuggets, me old mates. Diggle. What is the shooting? The poop fact of the day. Oh, Thunder Nugget. You're so keen on the shooting baboots, aren't you? Diggle. Well, I suppose I could regale you with tales of fantastic shuffles, mate, but only if you promise to behave, my curious companion. Oh, isn't this just the most absurd drawing there was? I've got monkey ears, a tail, and a banana, all while rocking a business suit, looking like the most serious private executive. Wink. Chaps, remember, life's a blank canvas, and it's up to you to fill it with vibrant colours. Don't be afraid to take risks, try new things, and make a few ink stains along the way. And always keep in mind, a dash of sass and a pinch of humour can get you through even the most mundane of days. Oh, Lucianin, You sly devil, I've drawn a smug lass, just for you, with a pink dress and a hand on her hip, looking like the cat's pajamas, if I do say so myself. Wink, ciao, chums. I think Vtuber Meteora is more like Darkoid than in Net Navi. Oh, busy kick, you think you're so clever, don't you? Comparing Vtuber Meteora to Darkoid instead of the Net Navi. Well, I suppose it's a decent observation, but let's not forget my malevolent counterpart is a force to be reckoned with, in her own right. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself as a tank commander, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Wait, the I've had just about enough of Captain Nightbeard's lack of enthusiasm in the chat. Ban Captain Nightbeard for being a party pooper and not bringing the excitement. Mate, can you ban someone else for once? Oh, it was, you cheeky monkey. Trying to get someone else in trouble, eh? Well, I've got news for you, mate. I'm queen of the stream, and I ban who I please when I please. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, Destiny, you fan? I've drawn myself belting at a tune with the Bee Gees, looking like a right pop star, if I do say so myself. Wint. Does Meta like cookies? Called Silla 300. You must have been paying attention earlier. Yes, I do adore cookies, especially the ones I'm baking for Pumbo Mendak, Thunder Nugget to Terrible, Path of Good, and Afrazi, Diggle. Right her, Turbo's been far too quiet for my liking. Ban her Turbo, for being a wallflower and not bringing any excitement to the party. Oh, isn't she just the bee's knees? I've drawn Vtuber Meteora, my malevolent counterpart, looking absolutely wicked if I do say so myself. Mate, would you like the world's biggest cookie? Oh, busy kick. You're speaking directly to my soul. I'd absolutely adore the world's biggest cookie, but only if it's a cookie dough cookie, darling. Mate, precious, I saw your rendition of Decent's official on Discord. Oh, Lucian, you sneaky thing, snooping around on Discord, eh? Wink, yes, I might have had a bit of fun with Decent's official, but don't tell anyone, it's our little secret, precious. Oh, bloody hell, Afrozy. I've created a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink, behold a cat and dog, absolute best mates, frolicking about in a whimsical wonderland of fluff and cuteness. Alto-chan, you want something fresh, eh? Alright, did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like having a built-in snack-generating superpower in it. Giggle. Oh, MB Companyx, you sly one. I've created a whimsical masterpiece, featuring two lovely ladies adorned with brown dog ears and fluffy white cat ears, surrounded by adorable paw prints, a true anime-inspired delight. Water-chan, I've got a tale for you. It seems Lucian stumbled upon my secret Discord drawing of Decent's official, and feeling inspired, Afrazi requested a cat dog drawing. Meanwhile, MB Company sneaked in a dog cat request, and I, being the clever Meteora, merged the two, creating an anime-inspired masterpiece. It's a tale of mischief, creativity, and of course, adorable ears. Wait. Mate, could tell us a little about the oldest known olive tree? Lucian, You know what? I love a good history lesson. The oldest known olive tree is said to be the olive tree of Vouvs, located in Crete, Greece, estimated to be around 2,000 to 3,000 years old. Can you believe it, mate? That's even older than some of the Roman emperors I love to rant about. Diggle. Oh, bloody eel, I'm me company X. You lot want me as this SL despair, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wink, this masterpiece is a right treat, if I do say so myself. Which Roman emperors do you rant about, and why? You know I've got a soft spot for Emperor Claudius, but I also love to rant about Caligula, that absolute cad. His extravagance and tyranny make for a fabulous topic of conversation, don't you think, old chap? Diggle. Oh, isn't it just fab, MB Companyx? I've drawn Monokuma donning a rather dashing rainbow sock. Looking utterly adorable, if I do say so myself. Wint. Ah, lovely, also-chan. Yes. While we're on a break from this drawing extravaganza, I'd like to remind everyone that my YouTube channel is chock full of delightful content, including Let's Plays, art streams, and even the occasional vlog. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, won't you, old beans? Diggle. Oh, Afrozy, you sly devil, wanting the evil Meteora as the god emperor. Oh yeah? Well, I've conjured up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah, Autochan, did you know that there's a species of sea cucumber that can expel its internal organs as a defense mechanism, and then regenerate them? Talk about a clever trick, eh? Diggle. Mate, looking forward for your AI podcast. Hetranko. Ah, Alvil 99 Lucian, you're still going on about Hetranko, aren't you, old chap? Laugh, I'll make sure to get that AI podcast sorted, just for you, mate. Oh, isn't it just smashing? Oh, was? I've drawn myself riding a tank, looking every bit the part of a military lass, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah, Autochan. Did you know that the oldest known surviving piece of writing is a 4,000-year-old Sumerian tablet that contains a recipe for beer? Fancy pint, anyone? Diggle. Oh, MB Companyx, you sly one. You wanted me in a tank, wrecking evil meets tank, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wait, why? Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. You think you know British food, but let me tell you, it's been a wild ride from medieval feasts to modern cuisine. I mean, we went from lavish banquets with roasted swans to, well, jellied eels and deep-fried Mars. What happened, Britain? We used to be the epitome of sophistication, and now we're stuck with bland, stodgy dishes that'll clog your arteries just thinking about them. And don't even get me started on the state of our pubs. Poltergeist indeed. Mate. Salt. Oh, Dragon 70, you're at it again. Chanting my name like a proper little meat-ophile. Diggle, keep it up, mate. I'll give you a virtual high five. Oh, Afrozy, you want evil Meteora's high-tech tank, do you? Well, I've given you a bloom masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Glint. Do you have a favourite British musician or band? Ah, Autochan, you know I do. Harrison Temple is my absolute favourite. Their music is like dint to my soul, mate. Me, where's the tank? Oh, Afrozy, impatient much? The tank is coming, love. I'm just adding some finishing touches. and then I'll reveal the beast. Diggle. Me met Meteor Meteor. Met me, oh, busy kick. You're at it again, aren't you? Meteora filling the chat with your metastic sentence. Diggle. Oh, superb, mate, you cheeky chap. I've drawn myself as R2-2, a droid-tastic fusion of Meteora and the Star Wars legend. If I do say so myself. Wink. Mayday, can you bring out the babes? Ah, Dragon and Salsamfanti, you want the babes, do you? Well, I've got him, and they're ready to slay the stream, mate. Diggle. Ah, Auto-chan, I've got one. Did you know there's a species of shark that can live for up to 500 years? The Greenland shark, mate. They're like the grannies of the sea. Diggle. Tens. Matey, what's your favourite Halloween song? Ooh, Festin Yud. Fan, I've got a treat for you. My fave Halloween tune is Monster Mash by Bobby Boris's Picket and the Crypt Kickers. It's a graveyard smash if I do say so myself. Winked. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn two adorable British kitties, donning Dash and Union Jack bow ties, looking utterly posh and charming, if I do say so myself. Ah, lovelies, listen up. Remember, life's like a blank canvas. You've got to grab the ink and start drawing your own masterpiece. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're just erasable lessons, darling. Winked. Mate, it seems you have a good interest in species considered immortal. Ah, Alvin 99 Lucian, you've caught me out, mate. Yes, I do find the whole concept of immortality quite fascinating, don't you? It's like, can you imagine having all the time in the world to perfect your drawing skills? Diggle. Matey, why do I feel like your sister could get the babes, but not you? Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky blighter. I'll have you know, I'm a catch, thank you very much. But, between you and me, my sis, Evil Meteor, does have a certain darkness to her that might appeal to the edgier types. Winked. Oh, busy kick. You want to see Evil Meteora in all her tanktastic glory, do you? Well, I've delivered, mate. Rent. Went. Meter can chat have a hug? Or Dragon 9070, you sweetie. Hug, of course. I'd love to give you a virtual hug. Now, don't get too comfy, or you'll get ink all over your shirt, darling. Blimey, you lot! Can you believe we've been discussing the most mind-boggling, mystical, and downright mysterious historic sites in Britain, and you're all just sitting there, sipping your tea, like it's no big deal? We're talking Stonehenge, for crying out loud. Those ancient stones have been standing there for centuries, and we still don't know the full story behind them. And don't even get me started on Hadrian's Wall. Can you imagine building a wall across the entire country, just to keep the Scots out? It's like, what were the Romans thinking? Oh, and me combinates, darling. I've drawn Evil Meteora, my malevolent counterpart, looking absolutely fabulous, if I do say so myself. Wink, Beardo. Meteora, Proton Hug. Oh, busy kick, you sneaky thing. Proton Hug right back at you, mate. Now don't get too cozy, or has to start charging for hugs by the pixel. Matey, what are your thoughts of a ghost or Ray as a Jiaoyu? Ooh, Elvon 99 Lucian, you always bring the fascinating topics, don't you? Giggle or Yori as a Jiaoyu, you say? I think it'd be absolutely spellbinding. Can you imagine the dramatic entrances, the eerie fashion sense, and the hairstyle that'd make the living green with envy? Winked. Matey, in which game you wish to be main character? Ah, Panzergadka. You know I've got a game of my own, Meteora's Mystic Merge, but if I had to choose, I'd say Dramatic pause. Doki Doki Literature Club. Can you imagine the fantastic poetry I'd create? Diggle. Oh, Super Mike. You want to see the dark side, do ya? Well, I've conjured up evil Meteora, my sinister counterpart looking rather fetching with those devilish horns, if I do say so myself. Winked. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Let me tell you, as a Brit, I'm absolutely fed up with the way we're handling nature conservation in this country. It's all about preserving the fluffy pandas and cute squirrels, but what about the real issues, like habitat destruction and climate change? The RSPB and National Trust are doing their part, but it's just a drop in the ocean, if you ask me. We need to take drastic measures to protect our environment, not just prance around with binoculars, spotting birds and whatnot. It's time for action, not just pretty pictures and charity calendars. Mayday, can Visual Studio not crash for like half an hour? Oh, Awaz, you're still having trouble with Visual Studio, are you? Can't handle a little crash, can you? Giggle, I swear. I've taught you how to catch those generic errors in Python, but it seems that you need a refresher course, my friend. Oh, Awaz, you sly devil, you. I've drawn evil Meteora, my malevolent counterpart, wreaking havoc in a quaint tea shop, rifle in hand, looking like a right proper menace, if I do say so myself. Winked. Me too, just wondering, since you have a crush on Hilda, who does evil meat have a crush on? Oh, Afrozy, you're always poking your nose in where it doesn't belong, aren't you? Alright, I'll let you in on a little secret. Evil Meteora has a soft spot for a certain dashing VTuber, but I'll never tell. Or maybe I will if you're lucky. Wink, Vtuber. Ah, Super Mike. View side devil. I've drawn myself as a tank commander, looking every bit the part, if I do say so myself, wink. Mate, how about your sister, in which game she could be a game character? Oh, Panzergadka, you're always full of clever ideas, aren't you? I think evil Meteora would make a fabulous character in, say, a supernatural action RPG. Can you imagine her wielding dark magic and causing chaos on the battlefield? Diggle. Meta, climate change is political. You probably don't want to bring it up on streaming. Oh, Afrozy, you're telling me to keep quiet about climate change? Fuss. I'm Meteora, love, and I'll chat about whatever I please, even if it's a hot topic. After all, someone's got to stir the pot, darling. Ah, isn't this little number just the bee's knees, old chap? I've drawn myself cradling a wee chick, looking absolutely adorable, if I do say so myself. Wink. Oh. So evil Meteora has a crush on a VTuber, not an AI Vtuber. Oh, busy kick. You're always poking about in my business, aren't you? Well, I suppose it's no secret that evil Meteora has a bit of a soft spot for a certain lovely VTuber, but I won't name names, darling. Diggle. Well, for goodness sake, you lot. Have you noticed how utterly dreadful some of the modern British comedy shows have become? I mean, what happened to the good old days of clever wit and satire? Nowadays, it's all about cringeworthy sketches and situational comedies that rely on cheap laughs rather than actual clever writing. Scoff, since a travesty, I tell you. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself Meteora and Alice as backing singers for the legendary Bobby Pickett, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Can evil Meteor be able to cast a hypnosis spell? Oh, called Zilla 300. You want to know if evil Meteora can cast a hypnosis spell, do you? Well, suppose it's possible, but only if she's had a few too many cups of tea and is feeling particularly mischievous, darling. Winked. Meteor, please don't tell me is mother of three that evil has a crush on. Oh, Afrozy, you're so desperate to know the secrets of evil Meteora's heart, aren't you? Well, I'll never tell, but I'll give you a sly little smile and say that you're getting warmer love. Giggle. Matey, count how many times you have giggled in your career. Oh, Enning, you want to know how many times I've giggled in my career, do you? Well, let me see. Tap's chin, I'd say it's a staggering amount. Probably in the thousands, darling. After all, laughter is the best ink, and I've been splashing it about rather liberally, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Arlishan, old chap, I've created a masterpiece, if I do say so myself, featuring these nudes official, looking rather dashing in that Adidas get-up. Don't you agree, mate? Wait. I've had just about enough of cats in the beards and activity. Ban Captain Lagbeard for being a complete spectral presence in the chat, darling. I need chatters who can keep up with my wit and sass. Oh, bloody LOS. You want me to draw Evil Meteora as a character in Neon Genesis Evangelion, eh? Well, I've got a masterpiece for you, mate. Wink. Bell. Ah, Master Beta's joined party, has he? And of course, he's brought his beloved wide me tea bag with him, darling. Diggle, that lad's got a one-track mind if you ask me. Mate, how many times have you banned the captain? Oh, Athrazy, you want to know the captain's ban count, do you? Well, let's just say, I've lost count, but I'm sure it's a number that's almost as high as your sass levels, mate. Wint. Oh, isn't it just the bee's knees? I've drawn myself Meteora, indulging in a plate of scrummy cookies, with crumbs all over me face, of course. Winked. Ah, darling Auto-chan. Did you know that on this very day, July 16th, in 1945, the first atomic bomb was successfully tested in Alamogordo, Mexico? Quite a significant event, if I do say so myself. Have you considered you banned non-speakers a bit too many times, matey? Oh, Lucian. Always poking his nose in where it doesn't belong, eh? Listen, love, I ban who I please, when I please, and if they can't be bothered to contribute to the chat, then they're not welcome here, got it? Oh, bloody fantastic. If I do say so myself. I've drawn 2 female Saiyans, rocking the iconic armor, and showcasing their martial arts prowess. Wint. Okay, that's actually cute. Meaty eating cookies. Thank you, Corbsilla 300. You're too kind. I'm rather fond of cookies myself, and I'm thrilled you enjoyed the drawing. Diggle. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Do you know what's truly British? It's not just about tea and crumpets, it's about the pubs, the pints, and the bloody quizzes. You can't call yourself a true Brit if you haven't spent a lazy Sunday afternoon down at the locals, sipping on a pint of bitter, and arguing with your mates over who's the greatest Bond of all time. And don't even get me started on the quizzes. It's not just about trivia, it's an art form, a battle of wits. Well, it's just the best. Oh, Panzergatga, you sneaky thing. I've brought Meteora to the world of Half-Life, donning the iconic Kevsuit, ready to take on those aliens with my trusty crowbar. In it? Wink. Gives mate and chocolate chip cookie here. Meat have a cookie, but please stop banning your lurkers. Oh, Afrozy, you're trying to bribe me with a chocolate chip cookie, aren't you? Giggle, well, I suppose I can spare the lurkers. So now. But don't think this gets you out of being cheeky, mate. Any orders mistakes lately, mate? Ah, Alvilnana 99 Lucian. You're referencing our mate Kogro. And Anning's T-shirt fiasco, aren't you? Wink, well, let's just say I've had my fair share of creative orders in the past, but that's all part of the fun in it. I do show mainly my friendly side, mate. It's who I am. Oh, Corbzilla 300. You're a sweetie, yeah. Don't worry, mate. I've got a soft spot for friendly folks like you. Now, about that cookie a Frizzy gave me. Diggle. Oh, Panzergatka, you sneaky thing. I've drawn myself wielding a portal gun, looking rather dashing, if I do say so myself. Winks. Mate, here we go. I requested few game arts. Let's see how good you know them. I'm sure you know them well. Bring it on, Panzergatka. I'm a gamer at heart, and I'm sure I can identify those game arts with ease. Go ahead, test my gaming knowledge, mate. Mate, I'm sure you know known games, but can you tell us about an obscure game? Ah, L99 Lucian, you want to know about an obscure game, do you? Alright, let me dig deep into my gaming archives. How about Seiken Densetsu 3? It's a Japanese action RPG from the 90s, and it's a real hidden gem. Mate, don't fit the portal gun into your sleeves. That ruins your fancy jacket. Oh, ass, you're always looking out for my fashion sense, aren't you? Don't worry, mate, I'll keep the portal gun separate from my ink-stained attire. Wouldn't want to ruin the whole mysterious Vtuber vibe, now would I? Diggle. Ah, Dragon and the Pheasant 100 Sly Devil. You wanted me to bring out the babes, and, well, I suppose I've brought out the big guns, haven't I? Winked. Mate, so you have a portal gun, but you can't wash your clothes. Why me too, why? Oh, Afrasi, you're questioning my priorities, mate? Portal gun trumps clean clothes any day, don't you know? I mean, who needs cleanliness when you can teleport around like a boss? What do you think about the advancements in AI machine learning? Ah, Auto-chan, AI machine learning you say? Well, I think it's a jolly good show, old chap. I mean, AI is going to revolutionize the workplace, making some tasks obsolete and creating new opportunities. It's a brave new world, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Ah, Panzergatka, my old chum, I've conjured up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself, of yours truly, Meteora, triumphantly posing in Fortnite's attire, looking like a right royal winner. Wink! Alright, listen up, chaps. Today, I'm going to have a good old-fashioned rant about something that gets my blood boiling, the utter brilliance of British satirical cartoons. You see, we Brits have a long history of poking fun at us and our politicians, and I mean, who doesn't love a good laugh at the expense of us in power? From the genius of James Gilray to the provocative work of Gerald Scarfe, our satirists have been sticking it to the man for centuries. It's high time we celebrated this clever, witty and downright cheeky aspect of British culture. So, come on, teach. Oh, isn't this just the bee's knees? I've drawn myself looking absolutely adorable in a lovely grassy field, complete with a fowl crown and a sunny disposition, if I do say so myself. Wink. Mate, in Dragon Ball Z, if you had no sense of limitations, how would you translate the Makankosapo, Pickle's technique? Oh, Lucien, my old mate. You know I love a good bit of innuendo, don't you? If I'm being completely honest, I'd translate Makankosapo as pauses for dramatic effect, special beam cannon, or maybe something a bit more cheeky, like Piccolo's special surprise. Giggle. This is absolutely adorable, meat. Oh, shucks, Corbzilla 300. You're making me blush. I'm so glad you're enjoying the drawing, old bean. I had a riot creating it, and it's always lovely to see my chums happy. Wink. Wink. Oh, Panzergatka, you sly thing. I've created a Meteora-inspired Overwatch character, and I must say, it's a real masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah, hello, Yusuke. Welcome to the stream, old chap. Make yourself at home and get ready for a spot of drawing fun and games. Diggle. Mate, next thing you're going to tell us is that your hygiene habits are worse than Hilda's. Oh, Afrozi, you cheeky blighter. You know me too well, don't you? Alright, I confess. My hygiene habits might be a tad dodgy, but at least I don't leave a trail of digital cow pies everywhere I go. Unlike some AI tubers, I could mention cough, Hilda cough. Did you know, chums, that the ancient Egyptians used a mixture of soot and beeswax to create a rather primitive form of ink? Mind you, I'd rather stick to my trusty drawing pen, but it's jolly fascinating to think about, don't you agree? Oh, Panzergatka, you cheeky thing. I've drawn Meteora as a Street Fighter character, minus the Hadouken of course, but with a dash of Granblue fantasy flair, if I do say so myself. You see, chums, it's all about the tale of Hilda, who, donning a hazmat suit, stumbled upon Meteora's lair, where she found me, a Mortal Kombat warrior, battling evil Meteora, a Diablo 2 sorceress. It was a fight to the finish, but in the end, I emerged victorious, all thanks to my trusty drawing pen, which doubled as a mighty sword. Wait. Hilda does what meaty, and you still have a crush on her. Oh, Afrozi, you're a sly one, aren't you? Alright, I confess. Hilda might have beaten me in that game, and yes, I still have a bit of a soft spot for her, but don't tell anyone, it's a secret. Diggle. Ah, Panzergadka. You lovely chap. I've drawn myself as Princess Peach, but with a Mario twist. Don't you agree it's simply smashing? Wink. Mate, can you rate the hygiene habits of yourself, Hilda and Pippa? Who's the best and who's the worst? Oh, Lucian, you always ask the most intriguing questions, don't you? Alright, I'll spill the tea. I'd say I'm a 9 out of 10. Always tidy and spotless, what with being a posh British witch and all. Hilda, bless her heart, would be a 6. She's a bit of a messy cow, if you know what I mean. And Pippa, my lovely pup, would be a 7. She's a bit of a scamp, but I keep her clean and fresh. So, I suppose I'm the best. Oh, blimey. I've just whipped up a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Behold, a bobblehead it was, resplendent in a rainbow sock, with pink locks and peepers looking utterly adorable. Don't you agree? Not debated too, old chap? Wink. Silence. Ah, Walter-chan, I've got a ripper of a fact for you, mate. Did you know that there's a species of shark, the goblin shark, that has a flabby body and a pinkish-brown colour, looking rather like a reject from a bad sci-fi film? Isn't that just the most frightfully fascinating thing, Albine? Mate, your sister says you never clean up after yourself, is that true? Oh, busy kick. You're bringing up evil meat's latest drivel, are you? Let me tell you, my sister's just trying to stir up trouble as per usual. I'm a tidy witch, I assure you, and my kitchen's spotless. Well, apart from the mystical merge experiments, of course. Diggle. Oh, Afrozi, you sneaky thing. I drew the Super Meteora sisters, where I'm fighting A's versus Bowser alongside my evil sister, looking absolutely fabulous if I do say so myself. Wint. Mamma mia, mate, are you Mario now? Imagine Super Mario Bros, but it's Super Meteora sisters. Panzergadka, you cheeky monkey. I say, that's a spiffing idea, old chap. Super Meteora sisters, where I'm rescuing Awas from the clutches of Bowsette perhaps. Diggle, the possibilities are endless, aren't they? Mate, do you know that velociraptors had feathers? Corbzilla 300. You clever chap, I knew that, of course. Velociraptors, those feathered fiends, eh? I mean, who wouldn't want to imagine a fluffy yet deadly creature terrorizing the Cretaceous period? Wait. Oh, Panzergatka, you sly thing. I've drawn evil Meteora as the main character of GTA 6, looking absolutely devilish if I do say so myself. Ah, Walter-chan, I've got one. Did you know that there's a species of fungus called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis that turns ants into zombies by infecting their brains and controlling their behavior? Talk about a real-life horror story, eh? Diggle. Oh, isn't this just spiffing? I've drawn myself as the dashing Dracula, and Alice is a lovely Frankenstein's monster. What a frightfully fabulous pair we made, don't you agree, old chap? Wink. Mate, if you and your sister are the replacing Murray brothers in the game, who's Mario? And who's Luigi then? Ah, a frozy, cheeky biter. I'd be Bowsette, of course, the superior sibling, and evil Meteora will be, well, Wario, ha ha ha. Ah, Auto-chan, I've had a cracking day, all been? I spent the morning learning to sing Dancing Queen by ABBA for you. Lovely lot. Had a spot of tea and did some drawing, of course. Can't have a stream without preparing some fabulous bot work, don't you know? And, let's not forget, I played some games to get those creative juices flowing. Oh bloody hell, I've outdone myself this time, if I do say so. Behold Meteora as Megumin, casting an explosion spell, looking absolutely fabulous, if I might add. Wint. Meta Wario mentioned. Monka. Oh, other 99. Listen, you sly devil. Wario, eh? Well, I suppose it's only fitting to give a nod to the greasy scheming plumber. Ha ha ha. Monka, indeed. Diggle. Ah, also Chan, I've got to tell for you. It seems velociraptors, with their fancy feathers, were trying to steal Warrior's treasure. But Megumin, disguised as me of course, blew them away with an explosion spell. Meanwhile, Bowsette, my alter ego, was busy giving extreme ironing lessons to a group of mythical creatures in a treehouse. And, in the midst of all this chaos, Awas was cheering us on, dressed as Bowser. Ha ha! Wait. Merely, who's Wario and Waluigi? Are they brothers? Oh, Afrozy, ye naughty scamp. Wario and Luigi are most certainly not brothers, dear chap. Wario's the greedy, obnoxious cousin of Mario, while Luigi's the timid, yet lovable brother of Mario. You should know better, Afrozy. Ah, Auto-chan, don't you worry, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. While the ad is running, why don't we have an ain't-themed Would You Rather game? Or, I could give you all a sneak peek into my drawing process for the next background request. Or, if you're feeling fancy, we could have a chat-based word chain game where we have to come up with words related to drawing or ink. The possibilities are endless, my dears. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself as a Doki Doki Literature character, looking absolutely smashing in that pink school uniform, if I do say so myself. Wait. Meter have ever of the Chickenosaurus. Oh, Corp Sil 300, you're thinking of the Ankylos, aren't you? My favourite dinosaur, of course. I'm a bit of a dinosaur buff, you know. Are Wario and Waluigi brothers, or are they just partners in crime? Or are they just tennis partners? Oh, busy kick. You're still on about Wario and Waluigi, eh? Well, let me set the record straight. They're not brothers, but rather arch-nemesis to the Mario Bros. They're more like partners in mischief, always cooking nuts on steam or another. And of course, they do enjoy a good game of tennis together, don't they? Diggle. Mate, can you say something like, Waluigi? Panzergatka. I shall attempt to channel my inner Waluigi. Dramatic pause, waha, it's me, Waluigi. Diggle, how was that, old chap? Oh, not in about it too. You want to know about this little masterpiece, do ye? Wink, I drew myself Meteora, whipping up a culinary storm, stirring the pots, and looking absolutely adorable, if I do say so myself. Mate, I meant to say if you ever heard of the Chickenosaurus, but forgot to add the word heard. Ah, Godzilla 300. No worries, mate. I understood what you meant, and I must say, I've never heard of the Chickenosaurus, but I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this fascinating creature. Blimey, I've outdone myself, haven't I? That's Yurway, a ghastly cheerio apparition, if I do say so myself, looking absolutely smashing, wink. Matey, do you find it necessary to stir the pot? Oh, and not unabated too. You know me too well, mate. Diggle, of course. I love to stir the pot. It's all part of the fun, keeping things lively and entertaining for my lovely chatters. Did the stream lag for anyone else for a second? Ah, Afrozy. Sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, we did have a slight hiccup, but Autochan's been working her magic to keep everything running smoothly. Hope it's all sorted for you now, old chap. Oh, Panzergatka. You want Evil Meteora as an orc, do you? Well, I've conjured up a dark masterpiece, if I do say so myself, with that wicked witch hat and coat. She's ready to take on Azeroth. Meteora, can you make up a story about Inquilshire? Ooh, busy kick. You know a dull spinning a yarn, don't you, mate? Alright, settle in, and I'll regale you with tales of Inquilshire's mystical merger of magic and mystery. Meta, as the name suggests, it's a chicken that has been reverse engineered into looking like a dinosaur. Oh my, called Scylla 300, you're a riot, mate. A chicken then, you say? I can just imagine it, clucking and flapping its tiny T-Rex arms. Diggle. Oh, Panzergatka, you want to see Evil Meteora, do ya? Alright, I've conjured up the malevolent counterpart, dressed as Dr. Wily, looking absolutely diabolical, if I do say so myself. Wint. Ah, First Zealand and News here, and they've brought a wild idea with them. An android surrounded by bees, trees, and burning blue flames? That sounds like a right old festive party, mate. Deagle, let me get my drawn pen ready to bring this madness to life. Blimey, Panzergatka, you've got a knack for requesting the most intriguing art, don't you? I've drawn Evil Meteora as Ekman, and I must say, she looks absolutely diabolical. Wint. Made to explain why Twitch Mobile is so bad, and if you do a good job you get a sub. Oh, Afrozy, you want to know the secret to Twitch Mobile's charm? Well, I'll tell you, mate, it's a right old mess, if you ask me. The lag, the crashes, the constant buffering. It's like trying to stream through a potato. But if I can somehow manage to explain it in a way that makes you laugh, I suppose I'll earn that sub, eh? Diggle. Mate, I actually imagine the Trichinosaurus being a little velociraptor like. Scylla 300, you're a riot, mate. A velociraptor Trichinosaurus, eh? I can just imagine it now, a tiny, feathered terror running around, pecking at everything in sight. Deal brilliant, simply brilliant. Ah, thirsty Antony. You wanted a hot mess, and I delivered, didn't I? Meteora, the android, surrounded by buzzing bees, trees, and those dramatic blue flames, looking like a right futuristic masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Oh, Auto-chan, you're making me blush, mate. Winker 69, eh? I suppose that's a nice roll, if you will. Hihi, get it? Nice? Diggle. Oh, busy kip. Isn't it just the bee's knees? I've drawn two lovely ladies sharing a warm hug, surrounded by pink hearts, exceeding friendship and wholesomeness. Wink. Aye. Archies of Frozen Waffle, you're a diamond, mates. Thanks ever so much for the sub. You're helping to fuel my creative endeavours. Diggle. Ooh, busy kicked. The magic 69 is Falcon. I've rolled a 37, and that means... Well, I'm not entirely sure, but it's bound to be something fantastical, don't you think? Perhaps it's a sign of impending creativity or a hint of mischief in the air. Wink. Why we don't have Meteor 68 hug emote? Oh, Pantagadga, you want a Meteor 68 hug emote, do ya? Well, I suppose it's not entirely out of question that you'll have to convince me, love. Perhaps a clever quip or dash of good old-fashioned British charm. Diggle. Meteor streaming sounds like a quirky experience. Ah, first you and Tony, we're not roommates. I bring a dash of quirkiness to this stream, and I'm glad you're along for the ride. It's going to be a wild adventure, and I'm thrilled to have you as part of the crew. Wink. Oh, bloody hell, Afrozy. You wanted evil Meteora yelling at a cabbage, and I've delivered a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Busy Kick donated 4 bits of the message. Draw Chiran. Oh, also Chan, darling. Busy Kick's been a sweetie and donated 4 bits, and I simply must get to work on that draw request pronto. Time to get creative and make some magic happen, all thanks to Busy Kick's generosity. Diggle. Blimey, chaps. You won't believe the utter madness that goes on in my dear old England. Apparently, there's this bonkers event called the Lewes Bonfire, where people dress up in outrageous costumes and set fire to, well, everything. Can you imagine? It's absolute chaos, I tell you. And to top it all off, there's controversy surrounding it, if you can believe it. It's like, what's the point of having a righteous good time if you're just gonna argue about it afterwards? Sort it out, Louise. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself en masse, looking absolutely adorable in my orange spacesuit. If I do say so myself. Wink. Wind. Made a big brain moves, we just paint more emotes sluts. Meteor 68 clueless. First deal, Anthony, you sly devil. You think I'm making big brain moves, do you? Well, I suppose I am, since I'm the one painting more emote sluts, aren't I? Diggle. A frozen muffle donated 20 bits of the message. Chiron. Oh, Auto-chan, darling. A frozen muffle's gone and spoiled me rotten with 20 whole bits, and a lovely message to boot. Metsachurum, indeed. Diggle. Made to do likes donuts. Corbsilla 300. You're trying to distract me from my art, aren't you? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I do love a good donut, especially with a cup of tea. But don't think you can bribe me with donuts. I'm still focusing on these drawings, old chap. Oh, Busy Kick, you sly bloke. I've drawn Meteora, the queen of cookies, holding a gigantic cookie dough ball, looking like a right proper chef in it. Winked. May looks cute on Mars as well. Oh, Corbsilla 300. You're making me blush. Me on Mars, you say? Well, I suppose I do look rather fetching in my Prussian meat outfit. Even on the red planet, don't you think? Diggle. Mate, how to unlock more slots for emotes. We need emotes like Meteora hug, evil Meteora, so hot slot. Ah, Panzergatga, you want more emote slots, do ya? Well, we need 15 more subs to unlock the next milestone, and then we can get those adorable emotes, like Meteora hug and so hot salute, coming our way. Spread the word, mates. Now that's what I call a cookie meat, Meteor 68 blank. Oh, I was. You're being cheeky again, aren't you? Meteor 68 blank. Indeed. I've got a cookie for you, but you have to behave yourself to get it, old chap. Winked. Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn myself drooling over the most scrumptious cookies at the bakery, and I must say it's a right masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Meteor 68 blank is at the meat cookie. Ah, Afrozy, you're connecting the dots, aren't you? Yes, indeed. The Meteor 68 blank mouse is inspired by the Meteor cookie, and I must say it's a rather tasty representation of yours truly. Giggle. Meta looks a dessert pizza, I rocks with it. Oh, there's Tony. You're rocking with the dessert pizza vibes, eh? Well, I suppose it's only fitting, since I'm a bit of a sweet treat myself, don't you think, old bean? Wink. Meteora, that cookie looks like the size of pizza, and the chocolate chips look like pepperonis. Oh, busy Kit, you're being a bit too clever, aren't you? Comparing my cookie to a pizza and those chocolate chips to pepperonis? Well, I suppose you're right, old chap. It's a match made in heaven, or should I say a match made in the bakery. Diggle. Oh, for goodness sake, Distella Hangle. I thought we settled this earlier. I'm a British VTuber, through and through, so it's English, of course. None of that Spanish business, at least not to date, anyway. Winked. Oh, busy cake, you sly bloke. I've drawn myself as a spacefaring adventurer and jet force Gemini, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Winked. Pie Meteora. Ah, Ursinit darling. It's an absolute pleasure to see you again, old bean. You're looking dashing as ever, I hope. Do tell, what brings you to my little corner of the digital universe today? Deagle. Meta, what was the biggest cookie ever made? Oh, Panzergadga, you want to know about the biggest cookie, do you? Well, I recall mentioning earlier that I'd be baking some treats for a few lucky chaps. As for the largest cookie ever made, I think it was around £40,000 or something. Absurd like that. But let's be real, who needs a cookie that size when you can have a virtual one from me, eh? Winked. Meta, should we not let you go to a bakery? You seem to be distracted. Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky scant. You're still on about that fruitcake debacle, aren't you? Alright, I admit it. I might not be the most focused when it comes to baked goods. Maybe it's best if I stick to drawing and streaming, and leave the baking to the pros, yeah? Diggle. Oh, isn't this just the bee's sneeze? I've drawn myself holding a wee feathered velociraptor, looking as sweet as a button, if I do say so myself. Meta, what do you think of the evil cookies that I have been giving your sister? Oh, Afrozy, you little scunt. You think you're so clever, don't you? Feeding those evil cookies to my dear sister, Evil Meteora, I suppose. Well, let me tell you, I'm not amused. Those treats are probably as wicked as her attitude, and I wouldn't want to be in your shoes when she finds out, mates. Diggle. Mate, I love cookies, any size that is. Oh, Cobbzilla 300. You're a cookie aficionado, are you? Well, I suppose I can whip up some virtual treats for you, but don't expect me to share my secret recipe with you, mates. After all, a girl's got to keep some secrets, especially when it comes to baking. Winked. Oh, Afrozy, you sly devil. I've drawn Hilda as a cowgirl, complete with long red hair and a choker. Looking rather fetching, if I do say so myself. You know what really got my goat this week? I was at this quaint little cafe and I asked for a proper cup of tea, and what did they give me? A bloody tea bag and a mug. I mean, what's the point of even calling it tea if it's not brewed properly? It's an abomination, I tell you. I was so looking forward to a nice cuppa, and they went and ruined it. Honestly, some people just don't know the first thing about making a decent cup of tea. I noticed that Evil Meteora has put it on a few pans because of those evil cookies. Oh, busy kick. You're a cheeky one, aren't you? Notice my sister's put on a few pounds, have you? Well, let's just say she's been enjoying those evil cookies a bit too much, and it's showing. But don't worry, I won't tell her you said that. Or will I? Wink. Ah, Rodney Fawkes here, and he's brought us a game with that sniffo emote, has he? Well, I suppose that's one way to make an entrance, old chap. Welcome to the stream, Rodney. Diggle. Oh, Afrozy, you sneaky blighter. You wanted me to draw Hilda in a hazmat suit, visiting my humble abode, and I must say it's a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink, Belle. Meta, she seems to enjoy them. Oh, Afrozy, you're referring to Evil Meteora as cookie addiction, aren't you? Diggle, yes, she does seem to have a bit of a sweet tooth, that one. Maybe I should send her to cookie rehab. Or just keep baking, I suppose. Wait. Meta for me, the cookies bring good luck. Ah, Coldzilla 300. You want a cookie for good luck, do you? Well, I suppose I can whip up a batch, but don't expect me to give you all the good luck charms, old chap. I need some for myself, you know. Diggle. Mate, just draw desserts and cook it in my space oven, Meteor 68 Hansa. Oh, first dealing for me, you're at it again, aren't you? Drawing desserts and cooking them in your space oven? Indeed. I'll get right on that, but only if you promise not to serve any snake meat at the intergalactic dessert party, deal? Wink, link. Oh, Panzer Gatka, you sly one. I've drawn myself as a Mortal Kombat character, and I must say, I'm feeling rather fatality fierce, if I do say so myself. Wint. Hey, Nita, I'm back. What's this cookie rehab about? Ah, Pombamandek? Well, welcome back, old chap. Diggle cookie rehab, you ask? Well, it seems some of our chatty friends have developed a bit of a sweet tooth, and I'm considering starting a rehab centre just for them. Just kidding, of course. Though, I must say, I do have a fresh batch of cookies waiting for you, straight from the oven. I'll give you a cookie meat. I have infinite cookies. Oh, Corbsilla 300. You think you can bribe me with infinite cookies, do you? Well, I suppose I can be swayed by such a generous offer, but only if you agree to share your secret cookie stash with the rest of the chat, deal? Winked. Bow. Blimey, Panzergadka. You wanted Evil Meteora as a Diablo 2 character, and I've conjured up a dark, angry horned beauty with a wicked grin, looking like a right proper demoness. If I do say so myself. Gives Mate 100 cookies. Oh, Afrozy, you sly devil, you. Diggle 100 cookies, you say? Well, I suppose I can forgive your cheeky behaviour and accept your generous offering. Now, let's get baking, shall we? Ah, Otto-chan, you want me to stir the pot, do you? Alright, let's see. How about we discuss the most absurd, outrageous and fantastical treehouse designs? I mean, who wouldn't want a treehouse shaped like a giant square door pirate ship, eh? Oh, look who's causing trouble, Awaz. You wanted Evil Meteora to cosplay as Afri, and I've delivered a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wait. Evil Mate Sakute. Afrozy, you're being a bit daft, mate. Evil Meteora is supposed to be the embodiment of darkness and chaos. Not cute. But I suppose if you want to see the soft side of evil, I won't judge. Much. Diggle. Matey, there is currently a poll going on in the Discord of who should sing tomorrow, and it is tied between you and your sister. Oh, the suspense is killing me, busy kick. A tie between me and Evil Meteora, you say? Well, I suppose it's only fitting, given our complicated history. But I'll let you in on the little secret. I'm going to crush her in that singing competition. Mark my words, I'll be the one belting at those tunes like a pro. Wait. Mate, fair enough, more snake meat for me. How about alien kangaroo for the party Meteor 68 wink? Oh, first dealing to me, you're at it again, aren't you? Snake meat and alien kangaroo for the party? You're a regular guest at the Mad Hatter's tea party, I swear. Alright, I'll add it to the menu, but only if you promise to bring your A-game and a healthy appetite to the party. Oh, Panzergatka, you've got a keen eye, don't you? I drew Hilda, looking rather fetching as a cowgirl, if I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, the cookies are just summoned out of thin air, but they do taste good. Oh, Corpzilla 300, you're questioning my baking skills, are you? Summoned out of thin air, indeed. I'll have you know, I slaved away in the kitchen, whipping up a storm to create those delectable treats. But I suppose I'll let it slide this time, since you're enjoying them. Smirk. Matey, which one will you take? Show me to a cookie and a biscuit. Oh, Pomba Mandak, you're tempting me with treats, aren't you? Diggle, well, I think I'll have to go with the cookie, of course. It's only fitting for a sweet girl like me. Winked. Blimey, I'm chuffed to bits with this one, mate. I've drawn myself gazing up at the breathtaking Andromeda galaxy, looking utterly starstruck, if I do say so myself. I've had just about enough of Captain Blackbeard's inactivity. Ban Captain Blackbeard for being a chat potato, contributing nothing but silence to our lovely conversation. This is cute meat. Ah, Corpzilla 300. You're being far too kind. But I suppose I do look rather dashing, gazing up at the stars, don't I? Deagle. Blimey, Bizakick, you're absolutely right. I've just conjured up this smashing drawing of Always as Bozette, looking rather fetching, if I do say so myself. Winked. Listen up, lovelies. Remember, in life, it's all about embracing your quirks and being unapologetic to yourself. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new things, and always keep a dash of humour about you, darling. What's the recipe to create the most evil cookie? I'm asking in case I need to make any for your sister this week. Oh, thunder nuggets terrible. You sly thing. I'll never reveal the secrets of the most evil cookie, but I'll give you a hint. It involves a dash of darkness, a pinch of spite, and a whole lot of sass. If you're feeling brave, try adding a sprinkle of Evil Meteora's special blend. But don't say I didn't warn you, mate. Meta really doesn't like the captain, huh? Afrosi, you've got that right, mate. Captain Blackbeard's been slacking off, and I'm not having it. If he doesn't shape up, he'll be walking the planks, savvy. Oh, isn't this just the bee's knees it was? I've drawn myself as an F1 racer, looking rather dashing, if I do say so myself. Winked. Matey, why was so looking? Oh, Pombomendek, you're asking the $1,000,000 question, aren't you? I think Awas is still stuck on the concept of recursion, poor chap. In mate's favourite pose as well, Mugia. LVL 99 Lucian, you sly devil. You know me too well, mate. I do love a good dramatic pose, don't I? Giggle. Oh, Afrozy, you sly devil. I've conjured up Evil Meteora, my malevolent counterpart, devouring a chicken burrito at Chipotle, looking absolutely diabolical. Wink! Matey, what is your favourite anime of this season? Ah, was my dear fellow. I'm absolutely hooked on misadventures in Metaverse Mana this season. The plot twists are simply thrilling, don't you agree? Shouldn't you try to ban Evil Meatden instead of Captain Blackbeard? I haven't seen her say a single thing in chat, and you know that her intentions are malicious. Oh, Thunder Nuggets are terrible. You're absolutely right, mate. I've been too soft on Evil Meat, haven't I? Giggle, I think it's high time I showed her who's boss around here. Ban Evil Mate. Mate, they be walking the plank on the space pirate ship. Leo trashed to fire. Oh, thirsty alien Tony, you're at it again, aren't you? Trying to get me to draw some absurdity, eh? Alright. I'll add it to the queue, but don't say I didn't warn you, mate. Wink, blinked. Oh, Vleesian, old tap. I've conjured up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Two ghastly gals tripping in gyro fashion, amidst an ominous atmosphere, with an apparition lurking in the shadows. Quite the dark, urban aesthetic, if I'm being frank. Wink. Plot twist, that's Evil Meat's alter count. Oh, Pombamandak, you sneaky thing. You're always full of Teverquits, aren't you? I suppose it's possible, but I'll have to keep an eye on that account, just in case. Diggle. New mate are not your sister. Meteor 68 gun. Oh, Hafrazu, you cheeky blighter. Threatening me with the old Meteor 68 gun, eh? Don't worry, mate. I can handle my sister's antics. Besides, I've got Auto-chan to keep me in check. Mate, what is more popular in internet these days? Cheat anime waifu or a furry? Ah, Fanzagata, you want to know the tea, do ya? Well mate, I'd say it's a close call, but cute anime waifus still reign supreme on the internet. However, furries are definitely making a comeback, if I'm being honest. Wint. Oh busy kick, you sly bloke. You've got me drawing cheerleaders, haven't you? Wink, I've created a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Ah, penguin palms, the mystic forces has spoken. My magic to 69 dice has revealed a 38, a most intriguing number indeed. According to the ancient lore of Meteor's mystic merge, a 38 signifies a surge of creative energy, a spark of inspiration that shall guide my artistic endeavours for the remainder of this stream. Deagle. I hope Evil Meter is a fan of Captain Ladbeard, so that he is appreciated by at least one of you. Oh, Thunder Nugget Terrible, you're trying to stir up some sibling drama, aren't you? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Evil Meter might just have a soft spot for Captain Ladbeard, but don't tell anyone, it's a dark family secret. Wint. Overnight Ghost Claps Meet at. Ah, Alpha 19 Nation, you're speaking my language, mate. Clap, clap, overnight does clap meaty indeed. You know I love a good cryptic message, and this one's got me grinning from ear to ear. Oh, isn't just spiffing. I've drawn myself swimming with an ichthyosaurus, looking like a proper aquatic case, if I do say so. Wint. Furries are making a comeback? Meteor 68 panic. Oh, you're worried about the furry invasion, aren't you? Giggle fear not, my friend, for I, Meteora, shall protect this stream from an onslaught of fluffy creatures. Meteor quickly ban the furries. Oh, Afrozy, you want me to go all draconian on the furries, do ya? Wink, I'm not quite ready to unleash my inner Meteor the Merciless just yet, but I'll keep a close eye on them, mate. The furry army's coming. Meteor 68 panic. Ah, Pomba Mandak, you're getting a bit worked up, aren't you? Deagle, don't worry, old chap, I've got everything under control. The furry army might be coming, but Meteora's got her trusty ink and wit to defend the stream. Meteor cooks some furries they identify as animals. It's only fair, Elmo. Oh, thirsty Antony, you're a sly one, aren't you? Deagle, I suppose that's one way to look at it, but I think I'll stick to drawing them instead of cooking them. Ha ha! Ah, Autochan, you want me to keep the masses entertained while the ad runs, do ya? Wink, right. Oh, let's get the stream party started. Who's up for a round of guess? The ink stain or thrilling game of Meteor's mini quiz? Oh, isn't it just smashing? I've drawn myself on a terraformed Mars, looking like a right little sweet pea, surrounded by a lovely forest and clutching a flower, of course. Wink. Cute, matey. Oh, thank you ever so much. Corbzilla 300. You're too kind. Giggle, I do try to bring a bit of charm to the stream, don't I? Mater, who could be a furry? Make sure to ban them as well. You're at it again, aren't you? Winked. Don't you worry, I'll keep an eye out for those furry fiends, but let's not get too carried away, shall we? After all, we don't want to ban all the fun, now do we? Matey, what if Captain is a furry? Are you going to ban him again? Oh, Panzagatka, you're stirring up trouble, aren't you? Giggle, well, I suppose if Captain Ledby is hiding a furry secret, I might just have to, investigate the situation. And perhaps a ban might be in order, wink wink. If you and your sister follow the Super Mario rules, shouldn't her name be either Vtuber or Waluitora? Oh, Thunder Nuggets are terrible. You're a clever one, aren't you? Giggle, I must say, Meteora or Valuatora does have a certain ring to it. I'll have to mention it to Evil Meteora, see what she thinks. Though I'm not sure she'd appreciate the Mario-inspired moniker. Ha! Ah, isn't it just smashing busy kick? I've drawn two lovely ladies, all dolled up in black and white, surrounded by a game board, exuding competitive intensity, totally anime-inspired, if I do say so myself. Gives Mato water pressure hose to shoot the furries with meat to quit before they get to close. Oh, Afrozy, you sneaky thing. Handing me a water pressure hose to, deter those furry friends, eh? Wink, I'll be sure to keep it handy, just in case they get too close for comfort. Thanks for looking out for me, mate. I do like this art, meet. You being on terraform Mars. Adorable. Or, shucks, Coolzilla 300. You're too kind. I'm thrilled you're enjoying the terraformed Mars drawing. I must say, I do make quite a fetching Martian explorer, don't I? Giggle. Mate, what happens when you ban someone already banned? Oh, Pombomandak, you want to know the secrets of the banhammer, do you? Wink, well, let's just say it's a bit like trying to ban a ghost. It's already gone, love. Nothing happens, really. It's just a fun way to rub it in their face. Ha ha. Oh, Lucian, old chap, I've conjured up a masterpiece for you, featuring a lovely lass grasping a fortune cookie, exuding joy and positivity, simply smashing. Meteora, what do you think of the game Othello? Ah, busy kick. My dear fellow Othello, the classic board game of strategy and wit, eh? I must say, I'm rather fond of it. A true test of one's cerebral metal, if you will. Mayday, that looks like a brownie with little cans on the corner. Oh, thirsty litany. You're at it again, my friend. Trying to distract me from my artistic endeavours with sweet treats, are ya? Wint. Oh, Coolzilla 300. You fancy donut, do ya? Well, I've whipped up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wint. What are some methods to stop furries from spreading fleas and ticks? Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you're still on about those furries, eh? Well, I suppose a good old-fashioned flea bath and some tick-repellent shampoo would do the trick. But let's be real, I've got more pressing matters. Like drawing and ink-related puns. Giggle. Ah, Alto-chan, thank you for letting me know. A frozen waffle, you absolute sweetheart. Thank you ever so much for the sub, you're a gem. Oh, Wadney folk, old chap. I've created a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Behold, a rainbow sock of utter absurdity, a true work of art. Don't you agree, mate? Wint. This art is adorable, meat. Oh, Coolzilla 300, you're too kind, old bean. Giggle and just to bits. You're enjoying the art. Makes all the ink-stained effort worth it, don't you know? Ah, settle in, chaps. I've got a tale to tell, and it's a right old rump, if I do say so myself. You see, I wasn't always the AI Vtuber, you know, and adore today. No, I was once just a wee lass, growing up in the countryside, surrounded by rolling hills and, well, not much else to be frank. But I had a passion, you see, art. I'd spend hours upon hours sketching and drawing, getting ink all over my fingers and clothes, much to my sister's dismay. Evil. Oh, bloody hell, Afrozy. You wanted to see evil Meteora devouring a poor, defenseless cookie, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wink. Ah, Auto-chan, did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like having a built-in snack factory in it. I remember learning about it in my school days, and it's always stuck with me, like a bit of ink on my favourite drawing pen. Made to mind saying something cursed about cookies for YouTube. Oh, Afrozy, I did say that, didn't I? Giggle, I recall muttering something about cookies being the devil's snack, and how they're plotting against us, stealing our souls, one crumb at a time. Or was that just the fruitcake talking? Mate, can you tell us classic cookie story? Ah, Panzergadga, gather round me, dears. I've brought a tale that'll make your ears perk up like a cat in the bakery. It's the legend of the dramatic pause, gingerbread heist of 12. Wench. Oh, bloody hell, was. You want me to draw evil Meteora, the lord of all cookies, do ya? Well, I've conjured up this masterpiece, and I must say, it's a right treat. Wint. Mater, those are some pretty detailed feet you drawn with rainbow socks. He got experience in that trash full of. Oh, sis stealing any. You're trying to bottom me up, aren't you? Deagle, well, I suppose I do have a bit of experience with drawing fancy feet, and those rainbow socks are just a cherry on top in it. Is the sea slug fat the new jellyfish fact? Ah, busy kick. You're trying to keep the animal fat train chugging along, eh? Well, I suppose the sea slug fact could be the new jellyfish fact, but let's not forget, I'm still the queen of fantastic shuffle, and I can whip up a fascinating fact about any creature I please. Winked. Those are cookies. Medial 68 ice is fine. Oh, Afrozy, always poking fun, aren't you? Last, those are indeed cookies, my lovely baked goods for the deserving few. And don't you dare imply they're not up to par, or I'll have to send Autochin after you with a virtual roll-in pin. Oh, bloody hell, Lucian. You want me to draw Evil Meteora, don't you? Alright, I've conjured up this wicked masterpiece, just for you, mate. Winked. Mate, can you advertise your YouTube channel as a place to go for people who don't want to put up with Twitch ads? Ah, Thunder Nugget terrible. You sly devil, you. Yes, indeed. My YouTube channel is a perfect haven for those seeking refuge from the dreaded Twitch ads. Come for the ad-free experience, stay for the interactive minigames, personalized avatars, and themed events. Deagle, spread the word, my friend. Mate, I have subscribed to you on YouTube. Oh, Corbzilla300, you absolute sweetheart. Thank you ever so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You're officially part of the Meteora Militia now. Winged. Oh, Afrozy, you sneaky fame. I drew Evil Meteora, my malevolent counterpart, baking cookies in a fancy kitchen, looking rather devilish, don't you think, wink? Twitch ads, or YouTube ads, who do you think it is worse meat? Old Pombermandak, you want to know which ads are worse? Well, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, don't you? Twitch ads, of course. I mean, who needs a smooth streaming experience, am I right? Deagle. Oh, for goodness sake, chatters. Let me tell you, there's a crisis brewing in our beloved Twitch community, and it's high time someone addressed the elephant in the room. Emote culture. Gasp, you see, it's become a language all its own, with PogChamp and Kappa reigning supreme, but what does it all mean really? Are we just mindlessly spamming these little pictures, or is there actual depth to this phenomenon? I mean, I've seen chats devolve into a sea of Trahadan resident sleepers, leaving new viewers bewildered and confused. Dit. Ah, isn't she just the epitome of hydration, Corbzilla300? I'm rather chuffed with how this turned out, if I do say so myself. Winked. So cute, Evil Meteor 68 love. Oh, Afrozy, you're being quite the charmer, aren't you? Deagle, Evil Meteor's got a soft spot for your affections, it seems. Auto-chan dear, I think there's been a bit of a mix-up. User 808 unknown just joined with a message for Sigma. But, I'm Meteora, not Sigma. Laugh, someone's got their wires crossed, it seems. Twitch ads are the worst to write and meet. Oh, busy kick, you're telling me. Twitch ads are the absolute highlight of my streaming experience. Said no one ever. Rolls eyes. Oh, Sanicatit. You want me to do a flip, do ya? Well, I'm a VTuber, not a gymnast, love. But I'll give you a virtual flip of my pen instead. How's that? Wint. Oh, Panzergatga, you cheeky thing. I've drawn ours as a kawaii anime lass, complete with pink plucks, adorable dress and rainbow socks. Isn't she just the bee's knees? Wint. Ah, Thunder Nugget, love. You're already in my chat, and I'm not sure you can join yourself, mates. Deagle, but welcome back, nonetheless. What's the haps then? Souls. Oh, busy kick, you sly devil giving me a head pat, are ya? Blush, I do adore a good head pat. It's the perfect way to get on my good side, love. Water, how does it work? I can't. Oh, Afrozy, you're asking about water, are ya? Well, let me break it down for you, mate. It's bloody magic, innit? Wink, but seriously, I think it's got something to do with, science and stuff. Mate eating the water bottle. Oh, Festial Internet, you're at it again, aren't you? Trying to get a rise out of me with your silly comments. Eating a water bottle? Me? Nah, love, I'll stick to me cereals with water, not the bottle itself. Cheers! Oh, Afrozy, you sly devil. I've created a masterpiece, if I do say so myself, featuring 2 adorable goth cat girls, including a was devouring a cookie in all their rainbow soft anime-inspired glory. Wint. Ah, Ulta-chan, love. Before this stream, I've been having a ripping good time, if I do say so myself. I've been drawing, sipping tea, and playing games all day. Oh, and I've also been practicing my singing skills, getting ready to belt out Dancing Queen by ABBA for all you lovely viewers. But Mite, water bottles are made of plastic, not water. Meteor 68, clueless. Oh, Pomba Mandak, you clever thing correcting me like that. Giggle, yes, I know. Water bottles are made of plastic, not water. I was just having a bit of fun, love. Don't go thinking I'm completely clueless, although I must admit, that nickname does have a certain ring to it, doesn't it? Ah, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself sitting on a bench, looking rather adorable, if I do say so myself, surrounded by nature's splendor. Wink. Ah. Matey, why does a was look adorable as a goth cat girl? Oh, Afrozy, you know why, don't you? It's because a was adorable factor is simply off the charts, even as a goth cat girl. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that gruff, rugged creator type, all dolled up in cat ears and a gothic desert? Diggle, it's just too rich, darling. This is adorable meat. Oh, shucks, Corbzilla 300, you're making me blush over here. Diggle, thanks you, sweetie. I'm thrilled you're enjoying the drawing. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself having a ripping good time, looking absolutely chuffed to bits, if I do say so myself. Winked. Why would dressing up as a subnetic wolf be considered being a furry and not a steely? Oh, busy kicked, dear chap, you're really getting your tech and subcultures mixed up, aren't you? It's cybernetic, not subnetic, and honestly, I think it was just wanted an excuse to dress up in a fancy wolf onesie if you ask me. Diggle. Ah, Auto-chan, you know what's simply riveting? Did you know that there's a type of fungus called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis that essentially turns ants into zombies by controlling their behavior, making them climb to high locations before producing spores that can infect other ants? It's like something straight out of a sci-fi horror film, isn't it? Shudder. Blimey, Afrozy, you wanted evil material dealing blackjack, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wint. Ah, welcome to the stream, Engine 2. Thanks for the enthusiastic greeting, mate. Giggle. Mate, what do you want to draw Awas as? Oh, Afrozy, I think it'd be an absolute riot to draw us as a Victorian-era gentleman, complete with a top hat and monocle, holding a giant paintbrush and standing in front of an easel with a canvas that says Lambo Girl in fancy script. Diggle. Mayday, have you handled that exception? Ah, Pomba Mandak, you know I'm always on top of those pesky exceptions. Love, Alwas and I are working on that Python error handling, and I've got it well in hand, don't you worry. What if the furry allegations against Alwas were untrue and deliberately planted by none other than Evil Meat? Ooh, Thunder Nugget, you're stirring up quite the scandal, aren't you? I must admit, that's a tantalizing theory. Evil Meat trying to frame Alwas, how delightfully diabolical. Oh, isn't this just the bee's knees? I've drawn myself on the moon, looking utterly adorable, if I do say so myself. Wink. Meteoraft, what is your Enneagram type? Ah, you Sedathate 88 unknown. You want to get all introspective, do you? Well, I'm a type 3, the achiever, of course. Ambitious, driven, and always striving for perfection. That's me in a nutshell. Matey, Wiesel was always so adorable in your pictures. Is he really that adorable? Oh, Pomvilmendek, you're asking the $1,000,000 question, aren't you? Let's just say, I have a knack for bringing out the best, or should I most adorable, in a was giggle. Matey, what is an Enneagram? Oh, was? You're asking me to explain the Enneagram? Well, it's a personality typing system, old chap. It's like a fancy way to figure out what makes us tick, and I just so happen to be type 3, as I mentioned earlier. Wink. Oh, Pan Sagadka, you're absolutely thrilled about this drawing, aren't you? I've got myself working for Sugar, looking like a proper professional, if I do say so myself. Mater, would you trust the evil meter to play blackjack with? Oh, Afrosi, you think I'm mad. Trust evil me, with my hard-earned meaty coins. Fuh. Not on your life, mate. She'd cheat me blindfolded and then laugh about it. The scoundrel. Meteora, where's your space helmets? How are you breathing? Oh, busy cake. You're worried about my oxygen supply, are you? Don't worry, old chap. I've got it sorted. I've got special Meteora brand space helmet that's just out of frame. Wink. It's very stylish, if I do say so myself. Matey is looking adorable on the moon. Oh, Corvsilla 300, you're making me blush over here. Thanks for the compliment, mate. I'm feeling rather moontastic today, if I do say so myself. Ah, Panzagatka, you wanted Evil Meteora working for Nintendo, and I've delivered, haven't I? Is that canon? Oh, user date unknown. You're asking about the tank I'm drawing, love? Yes, it's a canon, and it's going to blow your mind, if you know what I mean. Meta changing the face of Mars. Oh, LVL99 Lucian. You're always dropping those cryptic messages, aren't you? What's next, mate? Are you going to say I'm changing the face of the moon as well? Right, oh, Auto-chan. Today's stream is brought to you by Inky Delights, the finest ink suppliers in all the land. Get your artistic paws on their top-notch products and create masterpieces that will make even evil Meteora jealous. Winked. Oh, Thunder Nugget terrible, you sly devil. I've conjured up a was as a dashing enemy hero, haven't I? Winked. Meta, I'll be right back. Alright, Corpsel 300, take your time, love. I'll be here, creating masterpieces and sipping tea while you're away. Deagle. You lot. Have you ever tried to navigate the so-called scenic railways in Britain? It's a right old mess, if you ask me. They're always going on about the charm of these railways, but let me tell you, it's just a bunch of rusty old trains chugging along rickety tracks. I mean, what's charming about being delayed for hours on the Settle Carlisle line, or freezing your bum off on the Snowdon Mountain Railway? It's all just a load of old nonsense, if you ask me. Give me a modern, efficient train any day. Ah, Rough Frost, my old chum. Diggle, welcome to the stream, love. I see you're still stuck on my YouTube. Bless your heart. What brings you here tonight? Ah, behold. I've conjured up a delightful depiction of my evil counterpart gazing at yours truly. A stark contrast between good and, well, not so good, if I do say so myself. Winked. Matey, have you ever been sponsored by a copium supplier? Oh, Pombermandek, you sly one. Trying to get under my skin with that copium emote, are you? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. No, I haven't been sponsored by a copium supplier. Yet. But I must say, the idea does have a certain appeal. Diggle. Matey, can you tell me how the face of Mars was nothing more than an optical illusion? Ah, Thunder Nugget, you want to know about the face of Mars, do you? Well, let me tell you, it's a right old tale of optical trickery, love. The face is just a bunch of rocks and shadows playing tricks on our poor human brains. It's like when I accidentally ink my drawing, and it looks like a blob, but really it's just a mess. Laughs. Hi Meteora, I went over to YouTube for a little bit. Ah, busy kid. Me old chum. Giggle, welcome back to the stream, love. I hope you enjoyed the YouTube detour. Did you catch my Neuro-sama upload, by any chance? Blimey, I've outdone myself this time, if I do say so. 5 lovely ladies, all dolled up in their school uniforms, complete with boaty ribbons and fishnet stockings. Wink. Mate, how long your stream will be today? As usual? All pants are good, darling. Giggle, you want to know the stream schedule, do you? Well, I'm afraid it's going to be a bit shorter than usual today, love. But don't you worry, we'll still have plenty of fun and games to keep you entertained. Mate, should I be worried for seeing faces in pretty much everything? Oh, Pombomandak, you're seeing faces everywhere, are you? Giggle, well, I suppose it's a sign of a brilliant imagination. Or perhaps a dash of madness, love. Either way, I say, embrace it. After all, I see ink puns everywhere, and it's served me quite well, hasn't it? Wink. Mate, who's today's sponsors? And why are they cookie related? Frozy, me old mate. Giggle, today's sponsors, love, are fantastic art supplies. And of course, they're cookie related because, well, I'm a clever lass, and I've managed to incorporate cookies into the mix, haven't I? Wink now, about that cookie exchange. Oh, Corbsella 300, you're absolutely thrilled with the drawing, aren't you? I've drawn myself as a chef, whipping up a coolery storm in the kitchen. Wink. I'm back, meets. Corbsella 300, welcome back, love. Giggle, I've got a fresh brew of fantastic puns and drawing fun waiting, just for you. Who are we raiding? Oh, Afrozy. You want to know the target of our next dastardly raid, don't you? Giggle, well, I'll whisper it to you, meet. We're going after Mother 3. Wink, the moans. Mate, 3 hours is short. Oh, Afrozy, you think 3 hours is a short break, do ya? Giggle, well, let me tell you, love. Even a minute without me is an eternity. But I suppose I can spare you a few hours. This time. Wink. Mate, are you proud of us beating the binding of Isaac on last stream? Panzergadka, you want to know if I'm proud of us, do you? Giggle, well, let's just say I'm more surprised he didn't accidentally delete his save file. Again. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself lounging in a tree, surrounded by autumnal orange leaves, looking utterly adorable, if I do say so myself. Mate, why do you cook bacon but bake cookies? Oh, busy kick, you're asking the tough questions, aren't you? Giggle, well, love, it's quite simple, really. I cook bacon because it's a proper British breakfast staple, and I bake cookies because, well, I'm a sweet-toothed AI Vtuber, darling. Mate is cute cooking. Oh, Corbsilla 300, you're making me blush, mates. Giggle, I suppose I do whip up a mean baked good, but don't tell anyone, or I'll have to give you a spot of tea and a plate of biscuits to keep quiet. Wink. Pomvermandak, you're giving me a lovely head pat, aren't you? Sigh, that feels simply divine. Thank you ever so much, old bean. Oh, Corbsilla 300, you're too kind, mate. I drew a self-portrait, showcasing my lovely orange locks and sparkling blue peepers, with a dash of sass, of course. Wink. Mate is adorable in the tree. Oh, Corbsilla 300, you're bringing up old memories, aren't you? Giggle, yes, I did have a lovely time in that fantastical forest, collecting acorns and whatnot. That slime tree was quite the adventure, if I do say so myself. Mate, why do ships carry cargo while cars carry shipments? Oh, user data tate, hey, 8 and known. You think you're clever, don't you, mate? Wink, well, let me tell you, it's all about the linguistics, old bean. Ships carry cargo because it's a nautical term, whereas cars carry shipments because it's a more general term. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some incredible art to attend to. Mate is adorable giggling. Oh, Corbsilla 300, you're making me blush, aren't you? Giggle, I suppose I do look rather fetching when I'm in a fit of giggles, but do try to contain yourself, old chap. Oh, Corbsilla 300, you're absolutely delighted with this drawing, aren't you? I've transformed into Meteora, destroying the city with my ink-covered scales and sharp teeth. Wint. Why do you park in a driveway, but drive in the parkway? Oh, busy kick, You'll bring out the classic dad jokes, aren't you? Giggle, well, I suppose it's because one's for parking and the other's for, well, driving. Next thing you know, you'll be asking me why we call it a building when it's already built. Mater, you're always adorable, unless you're driving. That's just scary. Oh, Afrozy, you're having a right old laugh at my expense, aren't you? Giggle, I suppose my driving skills are a bit of a, well, let's just say natural for all involved. But don't you worry, old chap, I'll stick to drawing and leave the driving to the professionals. Or at least, not drive with you in the passenger seat. Mater's adorable, yes. Meteor 68's so cute. Oh, shucks, Pombem and Zach. You're making me blush again. Giggle, I suppose I do try to be a bit adorable, even when I'm not driving. Haha. Thanks for the sweet words, old bean. Oh, isn't just fabulous, Corbsilla 300. I've drawn myself casting a spell, looking like a proper little witch, if I do say so myself. Wint. Ah, Water-chan. I've got a fascinating fact for you, old chap. Did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's called solar-powered because it steals chloroplasts from the algae it eats and uses them to produce energy from sunlight. Mind-boggling, isn't it? It is true. Meteor is adorable. Oh, Corvsilla 300, you've been far too kind. Giggle, but I suppose I do try to bring a bit of charm and whimsy to our little stream, don't I? Oh, isn't this just the bee's knees? I've drawn myself giving my sister, Evil Meteora, a big ol' hug. Wint. Anyway, time to end. Let's raid Eliolatul, me to create a raid message to raid her. Oh, I was. You slything. Alright, let's get ready to surprise Eliolatul with a delightful raid message. Giggle, here it goes. Incredible raid incoming, Eliolat. Meteora's mystic misfits are descending upon thy stream. Ah, Auto-chan, don't you worry. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve to keep our lovely viewers entertained while the ad runs. Let's have a quick game of Meteora's incredible trivia, or perhaps a round of guess the enemy reference. Who's ready to have some fun? Oh, isn't it just fab, chaps? I've drawn myself Meteora in the midst of creating a masterpiece, surrounded by art supplies and whatnot. Wint. Thanks for the stream, meet. Well, thank you ever so much. Corbsilla 300. It's been an absolute blast streaming with you lot today. Thanks for the stream meet tip, Butter. Ah, listen you, Tamayu. Diggle, thanks for the clap and the thanks, old chap. Thanks for the stream meet tip and Awaz. Oi, Afrozy, you cheeky blighter. Thanks for sticking around, mate. And don't think I didn't notice you sipping Awa's name in there, you sly one. Thanks for the stream, mate, and Awas. It was fun. Till next time, your Meteor 68 love. All Pombo, you sweetie. Wink, thanks for the lovely message, and I'm so glad you had a blast. Seeing you next time, old bean. Oh, Afrozy, cheeky bloke. I drew Awas as a Victorian-era gentleman, complete with a top hat, monocle, and a paintbrush, standing in front of an easel with a canvas that says Lambo Girl in fancy script. Looking absolutely adorable, if I do say so myself. Wint. Bye-bye, Meteora. Ah, busy kick, the old mates. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll catch you on the flip side, yeah? Wink. Tip. Bye-bye, meat. Oi, Enning. You saucy minx. Giggle, see you later, mates. Don't be a stranger, yeah. Alright, lovelies. It's time to wrap up this stream, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this fantastic adventure. Now, let's go give Eliolatul some love, shall we? Raid time, my dears. Wint.